Well, it's good, guys. How are you, ladies and gentlemen? What's up, Crisis Black? How you doing, bro? How are you guys doing? What's good, Front Street with Liberty Hazelton, Laura, Lala, Black, Cuddy? 1 second, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. My apologies. I didn't sit down with everything that I'm going to need for this live stream. How y'all doing? I see that we're 100 down, huh? Jack Frost lost another 100, didn't you? Lost another 100. All right, I got you, Liberty. Just 1 second, boss. Well. Jack has lost another 100 subs. Boy, oh boy. I mean, you can't make this up, right? I checked it. Hey, I checked it, big dog. I checked it, Cuddy. Hold on. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we should be good. Yeah, we're good. Check. Are we good? We good? Yeah, we're good. Salute to Black Cuddy for always the lookout. Now, what I was going to show you. Oh boy. I mean, I'll show you. Womp. Down another 100. Shit, at this rate, Jack, I'll be able to smoke you. I'll be to smoke you, bro. How can you constantly lose, bro? Another 100? Jack, you lost a whole another 100 subs, y'all. He's down another 100. Bye, Jack. You know what else is funny? No one's coming there to check for your midday reports. Trial day 2, midday live report. Man, nobody giving a fuck about that shit, Jack. Nobody cares. Ain't nobody caring, bro. Ask Karen. Nobody caring. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm going to go ahead and watch it. We're going to bring it up and I'm going to watch it. But let me tell you guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is not good. This is not good. This is the end of Jack right here. The rise and the fall of Jack Frost. That means to tell me, how many people did you have in the live, dude? You did this an hour ago and only have 77. How many did you have in the live, bro? There we go. Now she's cooking. Had to get her cooking, man. All right. So, Jack, you're down. BBN Network. What's going on over there, bro? How does someone lose hundreds of subscribers a month? I don't know how.
Pardon me. One of the lead attorneys I'm
Let's do it
right here. We have the Jam Master J.
Y'all with me?
Jam Master J murder trial.
All right.
Currently, they have some detectives that have already taken the stand. I found something pretty interesting. We're gonna have a Tonight Show tonight. I'm gonna give the whole breakdown. I have all the notes. We're gonna do a breakdown tonight. But something that I did find pretty interesting. So they have a detective on the stand right now, and he's basically giving testimony. And inside of the testimony, they're asking him about when he, I guess, gave there was a witness that was supposed to, they went through in front of a photo array. I'll do that whole explanation later. So the witness went in front of a photo array, and allegedly there's some kind of it's kind of ambiguous right now on whether they're trying to say that the witness actually, how do you say, know what happened. Like, it's kind of ambiguous at this moment. They're not 100%. Like, it's not.
What's good, Wookie? What's good, Cuddy? What's good?
Yet, but
we're on street with Liberty Hazelton.
Said something or alluded to something.
How y'all doing?
At a person.
Black Cuddy in the building. Just in the house over here, I see.
Only one defense
team.
So I'm assuming, I'm not 100% at this point. I'm assuming that say that one of the witnesses
another 100 gone.
Have identified somebody or whatever the case is, or something could have happened when the individual.
Bro, you think I should tell that story or no? Or just shut up?
It seems like there's a little bit of they talking about whether they're gonna bring the young lady up on the stand or not. And it was like a big thing. I'm gonna explain it a little bit later. I don't really have time to go into it at this moment.
Yo, you think I should tell that
explain
story?
it a little bit later. Something else.
I don't know what story you're talking about, bro.
That they brought up.
Oh, I'm about to blow your mind. I'm about to blow your mind. Blow your mind.
So another thing I want to say real quick. So they have a couple of witnesses that they're not going to be able to bring back apparently. So one of the things that they're going to do is they're actually changing the way that they're doing the cross-examination.
What's good, Liberty?
Yo, I need some support from the chat, bro. I need y'all to talk me down.
Chalk you down from that ledge?
Yeah, bro. I just found tickets to the Super Bowl for $6,200.
Oh, shit.
Right. Yeah, man. There was like 9 a couple days ago. There's
6,200, guys.
I don't know, man.
200.
Those are almost middle class, fucking like rich. You know what I'm saying? Like that's almost like middle class affordable.
Shit. A ticket?
I'll be paying that shit back. What do you think I should do, AD?
What do you mean?
Should I go to the Super Bowl?
Shit, if it costs me going in debt, no. I mean, that's on you though. I wouldn't.
I mean, I can make that money back.
What's good, Crack?
What should I do, Crack?
Liberty, are you going to the Super Bowl?
Should I, Crack? That's what I'm asking. I need the opinion. I need the people's opinion.
I would say it ain't gonna be the last time they're there.
But it's in Vegas. It's
I can argue because let's look at it two ways.
The fact that I'm gonna already be there that weekend, the fact that it's in Vegas, one of my favorite spots. Man, the fact that it's my team.
Yeah, I
the
mean,
tickets already went down by 30%. Man, by the end of the week or in the beginning of next week, they might drop a little more. If I get them about $5,000, I might.
Can I say
Hey, I
something,
mean, if
my
it's your
brother?
gig, bro, I mean, that's your thing, go do it, bro. I don't, I always tell everybody live life to the fullest regardless.
That's what I needed to hear.
Live life to the fullest, bro. I mean,
And we
hey,
might be
dude.
going to. We might be going to World War III. So we
Yeah.
might get all the
Know
blow
what I
the
mean?
fuck.
There's another reason, Liberty. We might not have a damn Super Bowl next year. You think we have a Super Bowl during the war?
Depending on how we're doing.
Yeah. Depends on how the war goes.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The stars are all lined up, bro.
I mean, you can't really
also.
if the stars are lined up, bro. He said, I'll pass. Fuck that. I wouldn't invest that money. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to get 2 tickets, ain't you?
Man, she told me to get one.
Ah, fuck that.
But
I wouldn't go by myself.
that's what I told her. I was like, nah, man, if they go under 5, I'll get one, you get one, we'll go together. Cause man, I mean, if I'm cheering, then fucking yeah, I'm fucking high fiving everybody around me.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if
yeah.
something starts going wrong, I ain't
Yeah.
got nobody to console me. Shit
Yeah.
might go bad.
Yeah. Who wants to go to a
Somebody
football
said
game
something, I'll
alone?
be
That's
like,
like
yo,
going to a
fuck you.
concert alone, bro. I don't know if
You
I
know
could
what I
find the
mean?
fun alone. I mean, I could if I'm drinking, but I would want to experience it with
Matrix.
somebody, I guess.
Yo, Liberty, I got a funny
Yo,
story. Y'all ready for story time?
yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear the story.
Okay, so remember when I always said that this apartment always had problems with the heat? So, oh my god, come on, bro! I'm about to tell a story. Somebody want to fucking call.
Oh, you got a phone call? What? Jack ain't getting no heat? Uh-oh. I was just. It was funny because in the chat they were like, "Oh, idiot's alive," and then the people were like, "I would just rather watch Famous Richard because he was going live at the time. Jack was." I think it's just people are just tired of hearing to the bullshit. Going to a concert alone is cool.
So,
Fuck no.
I
Fuck
mean,
no.
always said this. I've always said this. I've always said this. I've said that apartment always had heat issues. Like that was like the boiler doesn't work properly. It doesn't pump out
right.
the right amount of heat, and that apartment is an add-on. That was the last apartment that was built. You know, that was an add-on to the house. Whatever. So long story short, the boiler's on a timer. So the time that apartment gets heat, the boiler's already off. It's getting the last of it. It doesn't really get too much. And was
Gotcha.
I or was I not asking this question, y'all, the other day, and everybody in the chat? I probably remember me asking this. I'm like, why is he wearing 2 shirts? He's
Yeah.
outside. So long story short, the landlord goes over there. She's been getting complaints from other the people that live in the house about not getting heat. So she has a mechanic, like not a mechanic, a guy that go over there to look at
A
the
maintenance man.
that's literally what she does. She's a cheap landlord, and that's
Well,
why
maintenance man's a maintenance man.
she doesn't want to pay for that boiler to get fixed. It's not only the boiler, it's the chimney. They say that the chimney is filled with debris. So in order
Right.
even to fix the fucking boiler, all the
That could
fuel
cause a fire.
it's not leaving the house, it's staying inside the basement. Whatever.
Salute
Long
the
story
dog,
short,
man.
the boiler's fucked up. So
Salute, dog.
she gets a guy over there every year or two to fix the boiler, whatever. He goes down there to fix it, and long story short, everybody's getting heat, everybody's happy. He's the only one not getting heat. He makes a big fuss out of it. So he makes a big thing out of it. They get into a big argument, him and the landlord. She's like, listen, sir, I don't know what to tell you. Fuck you and your heat. You're not paying me not a dollar. Why would I want to turn on your heat? This man goes ballistic. Okay, no problem. Hours later, talk about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. This man goes downstairs to the basement and start fucking with the boiler and starts fucking with the fuses, the fuses like this. You
Oh, the
you got
fuse box?
fuse boxes and turning off people's fucking power, including my mother, including my
Wow.
mother, turning off people's power. One of the dudes that live inside the house goes downstairs to the basement and confronts him. Yo, what the fuck are you doing, bro? They get into
Shut
a big
up.
fucking argument, a big fight. Cops come, mad shit. No wonder why you've been laying low these past couple of days, Sean.
Ah.
Oh
Fuck, what, you
shit.
think I wasn't gonna find out?
Ah.
Getting mad
Damn.
because you're not getting heat, but you're supposed to pay rent, but you're expecting heat. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You can't expect to not do right by somebody, but then expect that landlord to do right by you. You badmouth that landlord on YouTube, and you talk shit about her, but you want her to have some hospitality and some
Yeah. What's
give you
up,
heat. Fuck
456?
out.
Hunter Racing in the building.
That's why
Let's
he's
see.
happy to get up out of there for the last day and a half.
Yeah. Yeah. He knows people don't like him.
When some of the direct to happen like right in the moment.
What
I
does
think
he
that,
not look?
That might be beneficial to everybody. That I think
He knows
it's gonna
that
be
federal
easier for
building
the
got some
jury to be
working
able to
heat
understand.
and a
Good judge,
goddamn
by the way.
plug-in for his
I think that
charger.
was
Exposed
good
once
move.
again,
I
right?
think that's gonna
Jack
allow
caught
for
tripping
the
fuses.
Acting up, Jack. You keep acting up, Jack. Now the landlord has your record and the record, and it shows about the house that you try to burn down. All she has to do is go to Seagate PD and show that shit to her, show that shit to them, and you done, bro. Fuck out of here. You legally got to get out the house and got to leave Seagate.
What are you doing? Fucking going down there just tripping breakers and shit, bro. Is it a fuse box or is it a breaker box?
It's a fuse box.
So it's got the screw in fuses?
Like this.
Well, yeah, but is it breakers on the inside? Do they flip or do they screw in?
Like that. Like
So they flip. Okay.
Going down there
It's
and just do
breakers
it.
then. Fuses blow, breakers flip. I was wondering if she had that house
and allow for
upgraded
the
or whatever.
jury to be able to accept the information a little bit better. I think that was a good move. Not
What's
really,
up, Angel
I'm
Christian?
not saying anything that anybody in the
It's warm in the courtroom, huh?
already here. I'm not doing any kind of breakdown of any kind. I'm just giving you a little bit of information on what actually was said. I do an actual breakdown.
People don't care
tonight during the show. I'm just giving you a little bit of information so y'all can know what to look forward to. So there's an issue with the cross-examining.
Did you get your Crayola markers?
Sorted that out, apparently. Great job by the judge, by the way. She's doing a
Great job by the judge. This dude here, man.
I don't have a name yet. I'm gonna try to look and try to find out her name.
You don't have the judge's name yet? You don't have the judge's name yet, and you've been in court for 2 days. No judge's name. No names for the lawyers yet. Come on.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button so we can let everybody know we live. We doing the midday lives are back. We in court once again. The midday lives are back. We in federal court. All right. This is where we love being. Midday lives is back. Shout out to everybody that
This
works.
is where we love being. Yeah, if he burns down that place on purpose, bro, he's going to jail.
Everybody that
Can't be down there flipping breakers and shit, man.
In court today, they had to tell him to get up out of there. You can't be sleeping in court, homeboy. Anyway, shout out to Juno. Shout out to Bo Real. Shout out to Fox. Salute to Fox because he's the one that put me on to be here right now. If anybody want to buy me lunch, I can pull up to the cash app. Let's see what else. Something that I could say right now. I could put y'all on so y'all can know what we're gonna talk about tonight. I did find this interesting. So
you always say that. I did find this interesting. I did find this interesting.
Speaking about how a lot of the video VCR tapes and everything that they used to acquire back in the early 2000s, late 90s, I guess, a lot of that stuff wasn't usable. Like
that's
so
not
I'm
funny.
thinking about all the times we probably saw cameras and was like, better be careful. But a lot of the stuff wasn't usable because they were using VHS tapes back then, and it was re-taping over VHS tapes over.
Look in my eyes, Jack. Look in my fucking eyes.
So I thought that
look in my eyes, Jack. I'm not playing, bro.
Let me find out
also I found it
mother, bro.
Let me find out that actually had a video that was usable.
Find out that you're fucking with my mother, bro. I swear to my soul, nigga. I would take you off this planet, bro. Play with me, my nigga. I'm telling you right now, bro. Play with my mother, and it's gonna be a.
Just hold on. Hey, I got a question.
Not fucking playing with you, bro. You can fuck with me. You can fuck with whoever you want. You fuck with my family, and I'm gonna come after you, my nigga. I'm not playing with you, my nigga.
Hey, question. The demographic of that house, is it like mostly older people? Is it?
Yeah.
So most of them are like 45, 50 and up.
Yes.
See, that's fucked up, man. You shouldn't be out there doing that to people that are old like that, bro.
Yep.
With
He's a
this cold
bully,
weather,
bro.
bro, that shit could kill somebody or make them deathly sick.
He does think he's a fucking reporter. He. First of all, this dude don't know how to even store gas properly. He should definitely not be down there doing anything like that. I know that.
Kind was the library. All of the local businesses at that time had not had any video. And
Yeah,
I want to
just
point
keep it
this
off
out.
the-
Isn't this the
the
case
brick-
that
just
made it
keep it
so
off
that
here,
all
bro.
of the local
Don't
establishments
say
had
anything
to
on
start
YouTube,
having
man.
videos? And I think this is the actual case. I might look into that, but I think that this is the actual situation that happened that made it so that it was passed in New York City that everybody had to have. I think because this happened around like the same 3-4 year period that 9/11 happened, right? It was around that like same 3-4 year period. I think that's when they started saying that
Damn, he got that
business
fucking
establishments
field
had
goal
to have,
wide as shit.
cameras in front of their building. I wouldn't be surprised if this led to it. And I'm gonna tell y'all one more thing. I'm not gonna hold y'all too much. If there's any questions y'all want to ask, let me know. But like I said, they just had some detectives up there today. It hasn't been much. I haven't.
I'm
heard
gonna be
anything.
honest, bro. This isn't the case to think that you're gonna gain popularity and notoriety over, dude.
Not even, bro. There's already so many people covering it, bro.
Yep. You're
And doing
talking
a better
big
job.
names covering it. Fox, CNN.
And
You
doing a
ain't
better
doing-
job.
Yep. This isn't the case, bro.
And at the
He knows it. That's why he's acting that
I'll
way.
tell you a little bit about what I feel about what's going on right
He
now.
needs to
So
go to
apparently,
California.
What it looks
Cover
like
that
to me is
PNB
this.
Rock case.
I'm just going
Yeah.
off of one of the defense teams seem to be pretty confident that their guy is going to probably get off. The other defense
He act like a
team
human
doesn't
being
seem-
in court. He knows he can't go there with that bullshit.
If Jack
Yep.
went to California, bro,
I don't know
you
if
would
it's because
find out
one
that
side
it
might
stays
just
pretty
be better
warm
than the
over there.
other
He'd
side.
sleep under a pier once, and he'd never come out.
Yeah.
You'd start seeing under the pier fucking lives with Jack Frost.
Yeah, everything's on, Cuddy. We're good. Everything good. What's good? What's good, Net Stars?
What
That
up,
just
Dad?
might be it. And one guy might just have a little bit more swag than the other side. But I do notice this, and this is something that I find really
One
interesting.
has swag.
So they have the one defense dude. I think that's the guy that covers Jordan. I believe his name is Houston. We should be going live at the right amount of time tonight. I assume court is going to end around 6. It's going to take me about an hour to get home, hour and a half. So we should be going live around 9:30, hopefully.
We
So
don't care.
They have
Nobody
young
cared
lady,
last night.
Pardon me. One of the lead
covering
attorneys, I
you,
believe
bro,
she's
is
a
going
woman,
to prove
is
how much
doing all the
motherfucking,
questions, doing
how
all
much
the,
people don't watch you.
on the defense team.
Hey,
is doing all
so
the-
what do you think you're gonna be
asking
pushing?
questions
What
about how that
hours?
goes. But what it seems
For
to
me?
me like,
Yeah.
I worked last night. I was there from like 11:30 to 6.
So you do a morning live and then go right on before you go to work?
Yep.
That's what's up.
I got shit. I only got like 3 hours of sleep because we had an appointment this morning. But fuck, I feel good.
Yeah, it's just gonna mess with you for like the first 2 weeks.
Yep. I'll be able to do
Just
the
not
lives
even
out. I mean, I really ain't gonna miss a beat because I never really went live throughout the night anyway.
Or allegedly got identified, or allegedly got pointed out in the photo array. It seems to be, it might be her defendant. So these
Hey,
two
Freddie.
people, they might be on the same side of the aisle right now.
He did
But
blow his chance. He did blow his chance
They
with
might
6'9".
they might not be as, their connections might be a little bit more. One might be able to get convicted and not the other if you got a person pointing the finger at one person and not the other.
Well, no
That's the thing
shit,
that happens
Sherlock.
in any regard. So we're gonna see what happens. It doesn't, as far as with the video evidence, they had one
You
guy
were born
came up there,
yesterday?
he said that he searched all the videos that they got aren't usable. So I don't know if there's more video evidence or what, but any video evidence that they had wasn't usable. And then they had the lady, she was up there playing
Luke,
semantics
Freddie,
with
what's
words.
up?
And whenever you got a lawyer playing semantics with words,
Luke, Angel, Crispin, D Vertical.
straws. They don't know. It is not for them.
800
You
Race
understand
and
what I'm saying?
Island
He's playing
Trolls.
semantics
Salute
with
all
words,
y'all.
talking about whether something was the mole or whether it was the busty pole or whatever the case is. Like we in New York City, we call anything everything. You understand what I'm saying? You already know what it was. So she was trying to play semantics. So that kind of
You ain't giving us nothing, bro.
they looking desperate over there.
Hey, this dude's trying to get some
And I
free
think they're
lunch right
looking
now.
desperate.
Yeah, he ain't giving us nothing. He's not giving us nothing.
I thought that was the whole point of having somebody in the courtroom
in front of the jury. But I do think they got helped out. I'm not going to say too much on this, but I'll tell you this much. So they had a detective. So the detective takes the stand. And I don't know if people realize this, but when you take the stand and when one side is asking you questions and you remember everything, and then the other side is asking you questions and you don't remember anything, that should start looking suspicious, man. Admit to a few things. Like, I get it. I get it. You work for the home team. I get it. I'm not even mad at you, fam. You feel what I'm saying?
No, like, what's up with all this footage of fucking Young Thug, man? Like getting released and shit, dude. They're trying to push for like a mistrial or something.
Nothing for one side.
I think so.
Thug's gonna get off a lot easier than everybody
human
thinks.
Beings, we know what bias look like.
They're doing the legwork over there.
Just play it off a little bit better, homie. Anyway, anything y'all want to ask me? I'm not in no rush.
Nah, man, you're supposed to be giving us fucking. You're supposed to be giving us something. What are you giving us?
Hey, let me be clear, man. I say all that to say this. Who's gonna buy me lunch? Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat, y'all.
If anything, I'm just gonna go look through my notes a little and make sure that I'm on point when it starts back up.
The ones you wrote with the Crayola marker.
Anybody want to ask me? It's
a blue crayon.
People in court. I don't know exactly who it is, so I don't know.
Marcus dry out on
here
Jack.
for.
You're not in the courtroom, Jack. You're in the overflow. I know you are.
That one dude that was sleeping, he got escorted out.
I think he fell asleep.
I thought there was
talking about himself.
Like a situation.
He probably got warm.
He was talking crazy. The guy was
he got all warmed up.
He was like, "Stop touching me." It was kind of shout out to homie. Not even mad. I just upset him sitting directly in front of me. I like to fall away from things like that. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Come on.
Gosh, damn.
I'm trying to keep my energy low, and I'm trying not to talk loud. I'm in public. It's cold outside, and I'm right inside the little alcove.
The place where you got fucking web. The place where you got internet, motherfucker. We ain't stupid. That's why you're sitting there. That's because the place you have internet. Who has ever beat a Rico? There's been people.
Yeah.
I talk about some other
what's his name and then beat the Rico, didn't they?
Wyatt Finn Lucci.
Irv Gotti and them.
Yep. Irv beat a Rico. I think Lucci, I think they had him on a Rico, but he just pled guilty to do something smaller.
Man, I don't know, man. Lucci, that kind of sends up red flags, bro.
I think they did it for Thug. I think they gave him.
So?
Yeah, because he admitted to being a gang. Lucci did. So if YFN's a gang and they're going after another gang, that means YSL got to be a gang too. Right. I don't know, man. A lawyer can get you some deals, man.
If you he did 30%, or he did 1.5% of a 20-year sentence.
Yeah,
that's a deal, bro. The whole thing about a deal is you got to get something back.
That's it.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, bro, he's got what 11 and a half years of probation, dude.
Nah, I thought they was clearing all that shit. So he's still gonna be on paper?
Yeah.
Oh, they're just gonna give him some rope, man. He's gonna.
Yeah, that's what they did to everybody during the Young Thug shit. Yep, they said Tick got 12 years probation after.
If he knows what's good for him, he will move up out of Atlanta. Go find him. Go get a house next to Dave Chappelle in Iowa or where the fuck he lives.
Yeah.
Man, get the fuck up out of fucking Atlanta. That ain't gonna get him nothing but put right back where he's at.
I heard they're doing people bad in Atlanta right now too.
They probably got him where he has
11
years of probation in Atlanta.
Yeah, they may not be able to even move. 3 people were on murder, Inc. Rico. 1 person paid the price. Supreme.
Like I said, I got notes.
Oh, Supreme, yeah.
What's in the notes right now? I'm just giving you a little quick update. what we gonna talk about. I don't know what else they going in with regular the rest of the day. As everybody knows right now, it's just the detectives and the forensic people. Well, no forensic people came, but it's like the
This
detectives and the
motherfucker's
police
really
talk
gonna
right now.
say,
Y'all
you know
guys
what I
want to hear
heard?
what the
And this is just what I heard.
Yeah.
It was a drug deal.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, that's what everybody heard.
Yeah.
I was laughing my ass off when he said that.
friends say. Y'all want to hear what
You
the
and
regular
99%
people say.
of
Y'all
the
want to hear a lot of
population
what
heard that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say the gossip, but y'all want to hear the colorful.
We've already got half the people
part of the
in our chat that, and he has views. Well, no, he shot up.
narrative that goes on with
So
it.
he
This
lost
isn't the colorful
100?
part. This is the black
He
and white.
lost 100 subscribers.
But
This is
has
the
he
boring
got
part.
one new subscriber in the last
No
month?
new ones. None. He's still
Not
at
a one?
66,200. He drops and he doesn't gain a single one. You know what I mean? I don't think they're allowing him to have any new subscribers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Because his numbers are never like it's just he loses them by the 100. He's losing them and losing them and losing them.
This is not
He was
the.
buying 100
This
packs
is not
of them
the
shits.
we lit
Yep.
part. Like
Either that or that's how many that YouTube's
it's the
getting
part
rid
that
of. You know
nobody
what I mean?
care for. Shout
By
out to
the
Lisa
100,
Evans. She's
yeah.
important.
Mhm.
As I would
Troll
expect.
people, I
Master
think.
J, very close friend of hers, as far as I know. I'm gonna tell you the wild part about all of this. So I've been doing my own, whatever, right? So I'm gonna say something
What?
real quick.
Sooner or later, we'll
So-
see his real body count.
You know how many different theories revolved around this whole Jam Master J shit? For the longest, people was trying to say Suprema Griffin was involved in it. I don't believe none of that. They was trying to say a whole bunch of other shit. This is what I heard. I do not know this to be a fact. I do not know this to be true. We're just talking about the nonsense surrounding it at this moment. I heard it was just some drug deal shit went bad.
Oh no
Say some
shit,
quick.
Jack.
So they keep saying
No
that
shit.
when the detective walked
Are
into,
you why are you so out of touch
That's
with the
even how
content
they've
that
been
you
putting
try
it
to
on
bring?
every major news outlet, even.
Oh boy. That's been the narrative since day fucking one, hasn't it?
I thought so.
I thought so too, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I always knew it was a drug deal gone bad. I mean, we don't know for sure. No one's
Right.
ever said that, but come on, man.
Well,
in the
apparently,
place after the
Yeah, apparently.
there's some fucking refutable evidence now.
Yeah.
shit happened. He's laying on the floor. They got Madden on the TV. These dudes was playing Madden, and these dudes came up in there and shot them, fam. They was just playing Madden, and they came up
Oh,
in there.
that
and
what
hit
they
them.
were
That's what
saying,
I
man. They were
assume
just
happened.
playing Madden,
So they
man.
were just playing Madden.
They were just playing Madden, guys, and people just ran in there and shot them. There just wasn't any heart. No, we were just being normal human citizens playing Madden, guys. They just came in there and shot him.
Ain't that
Well,
what
he
happened
really
to
believed
Lil
them
Snoop?
opening statements, didn't he?
Ain't that what happened with Lil Snoop, though?
Yeah, that's what happened with Pop Smoke. He was just taking a shower.
I'm not laughing at that's tragic, bro.
I mean, yeah, I'm not laughing at the tragedy of it, but that's usually what people are doing, just doing something when things happen.
right.
Stupid.
When somebody
And
gets
somebody
a
came
drop
up in
on
there.
you, they tend to catch you.
Yeah,
with
they
your
don't want to
pants
catch
down,
you
so to speak, or
shooting
fucking
guns.
slipping. Yeah.
They don't want to
You're
catch
not
you
over
at
there.
target
You're
practice.
not over there cleaning your fucking attaché of weapons when someone puts a Glock on you. You just happen to have them out in front of you and you're cleaning them up.
Oh shit, man! Gosh, damn.
Hey guys,
dude.
I know this
And
guy.
hit
I
'em.
know this
Who was
spot
these
you
niggas
can
in the
rob.
building, fam?
He's gonna be cleaning his weapons about 10:30 tonight. I'll leave
Yeah,
the back door open. Like, what the fuck?
damn, man.
Who does that?
I was just playing
Let's
Madden.
just be still. Who was them in the building? How did they get in the door? So
They're about to find out, dude. You haven't been to the trial for 2
there's
days.
just sometimes things happen, and you're like, well, this is probably a random. And then there's other times that shit happen, and it's like, how did this person get in the building, fam?
Just hang in there, Skipper.
How did they get in
Yeah,
the
no
building? How did they
shit.
get in the room?
They're gonna explain the
And they
whole
didn't shoot
case.
the door off the lock off the door. You know what I'm saying? So We're gonna see what it is. I'm trying not to say too much.
That's exactly what it
hear a
is.
lot
Somebody
today.
got the drop on him, or
He
somebody
said
that
I'm
knew
not
him.
going to say too much, but I did hear a lot today. No, Jack, that's your job to say too much. That's your job as a journalist. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it,
I
Jack.
thought they were supposed to be unbiased
Yeah, and release all information they've been given.
to the general public, or at least, you know, to his monetized people in Patreon or something. Like,
I smell something.
smells like bullshit.
Pussy is what I smell. You
Smells like
scared.
a bunch of bullshit to me.
He don't want to walk out that courtroom and catch a hot one.
But that's just crazy. So they shot him while he was playing Madden, man.
Oh, yeah.
Him and some dude named Rick Hahn had got
Allegedly.
shot. So I'm assuming, you know, they said they hit him in the head. So what they said Madden was on a monitor on the screen. So he's playing like this. Dudes walk right in and just started blowing on him.
How do you know
Dude's
that?
about to start grifting off this shit. They was playing
That's what
Madden.
it sounded like. That sounded like
I wish I could
execution.
play Madden.
Execution
You should buy
sounds like
Madden.
a
Buy
hit.
me Madden.
Sounds
Anybody
like
want to
something
buy
was
me
paid
some
for,
Madden?
right? Just saying. So I'm not
Anybody wanna
saying
buy
that
me
these
some Madden,
individuals that did it, that are on
Madden
trial
and a
did it. I'm not
muffin.
saying that at all. We're not doing that. The hell do I know? But I am saying the way that this happened, it was pure execution. This is just an execution thing. This does not look personal. It doesn't sound personal at all.
It
It's
sounds like it's somebody
He just
that he
walked in and
knows.
shot the nigga in the
He's
back
just
of the
sitting there
head.
playing a game, and somebody shoots him in the back of the head. He must have
Facts.
been comfortable with somebody standing behind him.
That's a fact, bro. Come on, bro.
Most
Quit
people
being-
that steal from you or kill you or try to do dirt to you, 9 times out of 10, they're people that know you. They know about your
most
situation.
definitely.
They know what you got. They know you. They're not just rando ass people breaking into your house.
Yep.
That's your
Almost
fucking
every
third
home
cousin
burglary
that's
is
smoking
somebody you
crack or
know.
whatever.
Yeah, every home burglary is somebody you know that you were gone. They know when you're coming back.
I don't know why the dog didn't do nothing, because you keep bringing this person around your dog. Like, come on.
I have no idea, DMW. Like, what did he give us today? Like, what midday report?
Something else I found interesting.
I don't hear a report
So the
anywhere.
detective gets there, and the detective says that he asked them who did it, and they didn't want to tell him.
You find that interesting in
And
New
then there was a
York?
discrepancy on whether he actually asked the question. Then there was a discrepancy on whether there was actually an answer given. Then there was a discrepancy on which answer was given. Like at this point, does anybody know how to take notes?
I don't know.
I'm talking about the people involved, and not just the police officers. I'm talking about everybody involved. Then there was another situation where the police officer was talking to the USDA with the state's attorney. So they're talking to the state's attorney. So somebody took down some information that he is currently saying isn't true. Like, he's on the stand and he's like, "That's not what happened." So the defense is like, "But this is in your statement." He's like, "But I didn't say that." So allegedly, somebody from the state's attorney took down the thing that he said.
What? He confuses me with this bullshit. This dude confuses me with this bullshit. And then the guy said to that one person, I didn't say that. This dude is too much.
Something that he is now on stand saying that he did not say.
That's not funny, man. See what I mean? He thinks this is entertainment for him. This is what he does it for. It's pretty entertaining. Pretty entertaining. What's so funny about this, dude?
Can you imagine they start doing them drops and he starts doing the saloon in the middle of the courtroom?
Yeah, one man's dead and 2 men are up for murder. What's so funny?
Oh, they got a third guy, I heard, too.
This is okay.
3 of them murdered him.
Okay. I have no idea what to tell you, fam.
Look what he's doing.
Zero idea.
You don't have nothing for it.
The detective is on the stand, fam. And while the detective is on the stand, they're talking to him about the things that he allegedly said that's supposed to be inside of the paperwork. And he's like, yo, I didn't say that. And then they're like, who took down the paperwork? The U.S. attorney took down the paperwork. So now the U.S. attorney, I guess, you know, they don't have to say who wrote it down.
So is he saying that the U.S. attorney falsified a report?
It's crazy,
they know
bro.
It's in the trial. It's in the trial, man. I don't know what to say about this. It's in the trial. Don't nobody know where it came from.
It's funny.
Laughing at this shit.
Why is it so funny?
No,
I'm not being funny, fam. I'm just talking some real shit. I'm gonna explain this as slowly as possible. They get to a point where they're asking him about something that he said, and the detective is saying, "No, that never happened. I never said that." And they're like, "But it's in the paperwork. If I show it to you, would you? If I show you something, would you?" There's just a lot of pretty women inside the courthouses, fam. What the fuck?
You couldn't go 30 minutes.
He has no self-control, dude.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is crazy. I didn't say that. So they's like, all right, hold on. I'm going to show you something.
The U.S. attorney at the crime scene.
So not a problem. So they showed him the paperwork. It was like, is your memory jogged? Do you remember now? And dude is still saying, I never said this. So then they like, but you made out the paperwork. Dude's like, I did not make that paperwork out, fam. I don't know where this came from.
They can't make
He's like, yo, I don't know where this came from.
He's definitely soaking up the Wi-Fi because he's not leaving.
They like, but you wrote this out. Says no, I didn't write that.
He's definitely soaking up the Wi-Fi because he's not leaving that area. Get off the Wi-Fi, dude.
Some other people wrote the statement down. I didn't have nothing to do with this. So they're like, okay, so who wrote down the statement?
He got nothing to talk about, so he's gonna sit there and reiterate the
He's like,
same
you're
thing.
in the room talking to them. How do you know?
Yeah, as a journalist, this is actually very weak and unprofessional for a person who wants people to consider him as a journalist. Very facts. There's nothing funny about this at all. One person's dead, not coming back. Family misses him. Was a staple in the community. People loved him as an artist. Come on, man. This is why you can't take him nowhere. This is why he has no friends. This is why he has no one to hold the camera for him. This is why it's all.
I know who wrote out the statement. He's like, I don't know who wrote the statement out. Right? So they go through that. This is like Abbott and Costello. I promise you.
See what I mean? Right there. Right there.
A good 5
right
10
there.
minutes.
Yo, I wonder if Lisa Evans up there cock jocking all the men.
And then like this guy's like, I'm done with this. This ain't going nowhere. He finishes that line of questioning. He goes about his business.
What a Wi-Fi
business. The
I mean, it's not Dylan, I guess, but
the state's attorney come back up to, you know, redirect the cases, right? I don't know. Anyway, so they go up there to ask him the questions. So basically, what had happened was they only met the dude one time, and when they took down all of this information, it was over a Zoom meeting. So there's no way for him to know. Like if they did a Zoom meeting, like he honestly don't know. He's not lying. He ain't trying to trick nobody. It was a Zoom meeting, fam. How the hell he know who wrote what? Oh man. So they have evidence. They have evidence in the trial that I don't think anybody knows where the fuck the evidence came from. It's in the trial though. Because it's supposed to be what he said.
Because you didn't go to the evidence.
I didn't say none of this shit. But it's in the trial. And it's in the trial as being something that he said. So I don't know what to do with this.
Well, obviously they both agreed to it being there and the judge let it in. Maybe that's why you should have went to more of the court dates, huh?
Right.
I mean, let's be honest.
You know, like
whoever is the individuals that's behind the situation that happened with Jam Master Jay, we want those people in jail.
Shut the fuck up.
With it. I'm just not saying I know who those people are. I'm not saying that the people that's on trial right now are those people. Who am I?
Oh, now he wants to be serious.
Find out who these
See how he
people are.
switches that
What
off
I
and
am
on?
saying is this.
Oh, wow.
This is some Abbott and Costello bullshit, fam. I don't want evidence in a trial that people don't know where the evidence came from, and I don't care what anybody say about that. I do not want evidence in a trial that cannot be quantified. There's a reason why there's a freaking chain of evidence, fam. I don't want evidence in the trial.
A chain of evidence? Where the fuck have you ever heard of a chain of evidence?
I think he means chain of custody.
Chain of
evidence? Chain of evidence?
Nah, chain of
He's
custody.
saying that he did not say that. So now all of the other shit that he said, how is that going to be allowed in? Somebody answer me this. Every single thing else that's on that paperwork that he said, that saying what he said, that he is currently now saying, I don't know where this shit came from. How is anything? Is these lawyers lawyering?
The fuck? Are these journalists?
I'm not trying to get people off, but are these lawyers lawyering?
Are these journalists reporting?
If he's actively saying that there's a part of that,
or you're just going up there to make fun of it.
Part of his,
that's what you're doing, saying that you're better at it.
That he's saying that he did not say.
You can't make this shit up.
I'm just saying that the lawyers.
You can't.
I don't know. Maybe they tried to get the shit thrown out and they couldn't. What the hell do I know? I was in the other courtroom yesterday.
That's the question right there, Jack.
Maybe they trying to get the shit thrown out. Like, what do I know?
He always says that.
What do I know? Maybe they tried already.
Maybe they're trying to get it thrown out. Maybe that's what he said with the INW Melly. That's what he said with the Saxstone. Maybe they're trying to get it. They're not even working.
He's got to throw all his narratives at it at one time, so at the end he could be like, "I said that one thing." Remember?
Yeah.
You remember, fam?
But let's just be honest. If he has a part of your statement that you're on court, you're on the stand saying that you did not say something. A part of your statement that you
I can't even
on the
see
stand
you, Jack.
saying that you did not say.
Foggy
Let's
camera.
be clear on this.
He's got nothing to say about this, so he keeps
we
saying
gonna
the
believe
same
that
fucking
all the rest
thing.
of your statements.
Yeah,
You
it's the
said
same
those
thing
things.
over and over.
I don't know what to tell you. So we're gonna see how this happens. We're gonna see how this.
Do you keep rewinding this shit, AD?
No, I don't. I promise I'm not hitting repeat.
Obviously, this is only like day one.
You said that shit at
You
least
can't
a dozen
tell
times.
which way anything is going.
Nah, yeah, I seen it a long time ago, man.
Pick up the kiddos from school, man. Be responsible.
Hey, good thing, brother.
I'll holler at y'all later.
Appreciate you, G.
Peace out. Peace out to the chat.
Doing that.
That'll be easy.
You cannot tell
too,
what
brother.
anyway
Be safe,
anything
man.
is going right now.
Shout out to being the kids, bro. Shout out to being a dad, bro. Yeah, shout out to that shit.
Nobody's been that great and nobody's been that terrible. But there's no way to tell. It's still obvious.
He's there just to judge them. That's what he's doing. See, nobody's been that great. Nobody's been that terrible. You're not there to tell a story. You're not giving us the story then. You're telling us how you feel about the story. That's not right, fam.
Statement that is in the trial that the guy on the stand is saying that he did not make.
Then that's perjury.
Just saying.
And that's perjury. Who's perjuring?
Just saying.
That's perjury, Jack Frost. Who's perjuring? That's how you. That's what you do.
Just my opinion. Right? Hey, you have lighter? No, I don't. I'm sorry. Sorry. I mean, I guess I don't know what to tell you.
Oh God. Here we go.
What up, Will? Anything else y'all wanna ask me? Come on. I mean,
have you paid your phone bill?
I'm gonna do the breakdown tonight. I'm not doing the breakdown right now. I want to sit down. I want to go over my notes 2 or 3 times. I'm not doing the breakdown right now. I am gonna do the breakdown tonight.
I don't think many people even care what you say, Jack. I don't. I really don't, bro. You haven't said anything.
I want to sit down, have me a nice cup of coffee. Probably a blueberry muffin. Love them things.
What?
All right, that's it. We done? We done? You're
gonna go home to an eviction notice on your door, stupid. You're gonna go home to an eviction notice on your door.
You done? Okay.
What is so
dope
fucking
shit.
funny?
All right, I'm gonna tell you some dope shit.
Oh, here we go.
So apparently, a couple of the fucking attorneys in the courtroom recognized me. That was lit.
Oh yeah, sure they do.
That was lit. That was lit. It's good. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I like when I don't consider those guys my contemporaries. I am not an attorney. But it's dope when it's dope. You know what I'm saying?
When what?
That's the type of shit. It's dope. It's dope. I'm fans of theirs too, most of
I
the
know.
times. You know what I'm saying? It's dope.
I know it's sad, bro.
To be good at something and for people to recognize you at good at it. You know what I'm saying?
It does. It's crazy ass for the murder, bro.
Smart people thinking that you smart is dope. That's all. Like an athlete thinking that you athletic is dope, right? If Michael Jordan came up to you and was like, yo, you play basketball pretty good over there, you young fella. You're gonna be like, yo, that's dope. You're gonna feel good about yourself, right?
Yeah. Look what he did to Kwame Brown. Michael Jackson thought, Michael Jordan thought Kwame Brown could play basketball too, but he was
You
wrong.
see an NBA player and they like, yo, that's a nice jump shot. You're gonna feel good about yourself, right? Even if everybody else in the world think it's a terrible jump shot, you're gonna still feel good about yourself. The NBA players like it. That's how it feels.
Yeah, it's like when people have Down syndrome and they get into a ring and fight these people and they let you win. Feel good about yourself.
But I haven't seen anybody make any mistakes. I think that as usual, when you're the defendant, you're punching, you're fighting, uphill. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'd rather.
As usual, that's what it is. That's
The
what
YSL, bro.
So we're gonna see what happens.
Oh Lord. He's in federal court now, and the attorney recognized him. Yeah, Brooklyn federal court now.
It's sad that these rappers get these corporations billions of dollars, and then as soon as they slow down making music, they're broke. That these rappers go and they make so many different people millionaires, and then after 5-6 years, when their career is over, they got to move back to the hood. Like, that's terrible, fam.
That's called great money managing skills, huh? Which one's terrible, Jack? Is it the companies that give you the money to make yourself better, or to decide that you don't want to make yourself better, that you think you're going to rely on one single career all your life?
That's terrible.
Is that what it is?
And that's what I've been trying to tell people.
I don't want to hear the fucking bullshit, dude. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about how many chances you had in life, and then now you got to go back to the hood.
The local dope things, right? Whatever the thing is, you become that. And then what happens at the end of that? You left with nothing.
Looks like
you better. These rappers. And that's why a lot of these rappers.
Looks like you better fucking find another way out, huh? Stupid.
That's why a lot of these rappers get caught up. I plan on doing the Tonight Show tonight. Yes, we got to do a breakdown of the court today. So I plan on doing the Tonight Show. So that's how a lot of these rappers get caught up, fam. Caught up like hell. It is what it is.
Bro, they give them fucking thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Now as it used to be.
If you can't make your own record label,
rappers from the 80s, fam, all of them was turning into drug addicts.
That's not their fault.
I'm just telling you what it is. If y'all don't, I'm my nigga. I'm telling you what it is.
Quit calling people that, because you don't even look good doing that. Talking about all the white people love you.
Was turning into drug addicts. Remember, back then they didn't know crack was bad. All of them rappers from the 80s, damn near. Some kind of drug addict, or they went to jail. Most of them, like 80-85%?
They didn't know crack was bad.
Damn near 95% of them was broke and destitute by the mid-90s. It just is what it is, man.
This dude's something else, bro.
It has to be something done. Like
something done? What do you think? What? Oh, you're getting ready to say rappers need a union, right?
What do y'all think happened when Rev Run went on TV, fam? What do y'all think happened? Y'all think he just decided to do a TV show? You think that he was living a good existence and he was just like, no, nigga, all of them people was hard up, man. All of them got robbed. All of y'all favorite legends from the 80s got robbed. I don't care if they played.
Is that why some of them are still in movies? Ice-T is still in acting. Shut up, Jack.
NBA, the NFL.
Shut up. You're making excuses for crackheads.
Rap, actor, they were all getting robbed, man. Reaganomics. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. In any regard, I'm going to let y'all go. We're going to pull up tonight. Should be a Tonight Show
360 deal. Maybe, asshole. Stupid.
Should be a Tonight Show tonight.
He's trying to help the other victims. Yeah. Look at this dude, bro.
No, you're not doing any of this.
God.
So,
like he's
so we're gonna have a Tonight Show tonight.
Crack.
What we do.
That's what it is.
We're gonna do
crackheads didn't get their break. Start smoking crack again.
Shout out to the main reason why I like working in the courts is because I can't be harassed when I'm working in the court buildings. This is like one of the main. I mean, I just like court in general.
You know, you
gotta be harassed when I'm working.
See, he just likes court in general. This is not something that he wants to do for a living, right? He just wants to go there and play. He likes to play reporter.
Main reasons why I like working. Yeah, can't be harassed, man. Most of them know who I am. It's dope. This is the second time I came into this building, man. The people that like know who I am is dope.
Second time he came to the building, fam.
I fuck with you if you fuck with me, fam. As long as you not no weirdo out here doing effed up shit to people, if you fuck with me, I fuck with you, fam. Not a Satan worship or nothing like that. You fuck with me, I fuck with you, fam.
Satan worship. As you're out here stalking, reporting on people.
I'm gonna let y'all go. I want to go look over my notes, and I just want to go sit in the courtroom and look and see what everyone else is doing. So I'm out. Salute. Everybody have a blessed day. I love y'all. Be back tonight.
We don't care. I don't think anybody gives a fuck.
For a chance, effective counsel.
Well, who do you think I should give you as a lawyer?
I'll write the Bar Association and the ACLU.
From threatening a
chicken scratch. Yeah, don't nobody give a fuck, bro. Ain't nobody give a fuck. You ain't doing no reporting yet. They've already got reports out already. Fox News is already giving their midday report, and I bet you anything is better than what you just gave. I bet you anything. Fuck out of here, bro.
They have the.
It's trash. Horrible, bro. Hold on. My bad. I accidentally killed the damn YouTube. James S., what's good, G?
Yeah.
But you're not bored already the same video over again. Richard. Yeah, famous Richard. But you're not bored to do the video all over again. Excuse me, sir. No. Trespassing, get out of here. Ooh, okay. Oh, you just kicked me out last time, bro. Okay, I'm not Kanye. Trespassing, you have to leave.
We said on King David, I'm not Kanye. You don't want to kick me out last time. From the OE.
King David, stop kicking me out. Or a student, you're allowed. They keep kicking. I'm not Kanye, bro. You too. You're not allowed. King David, stop treating me like Kanye, bro. Stop treating me like Kanye, bro. Stop trying to blackball me. Y'all trying to cancel me, bro. Stop. Hey, Take your power. Okay, Dad, why you pushing? What I do? Okay, Dad, what I do? On Biddy, okay, Dad. Okay, David, shorty. Okay, David. Okay, David, shorty. Okay, David. Okay, David, shorty. We shot down like Navy, shorty. Okay, David, shorty. Okay, David, shorty. Y'all know what's going on. We finna go to the Shabbat, Lubavitch. They ain't let me in last time on King David. They kicked me out. Y'all seen that on my homies. So we finna blend in real quick. And don't try to do me like Kanye. Free Kanye, but don't do me like Kanye. Free Palestine too on King Day. Anyway, the United States is coming below. Tune in on King Day. We outside. We outside. Let me beat that from behind. If I ain't that, then it's mad. That coochie sweet like Valentine's. It's the weekend. We outside. On King Day, how you feel about the Shabbat Lubavitch? On Biddy, yeah, I'm back on here. On Biddy, the Underground Railroad, y'all had it. Yeah, they want more space. They want more space. Yeah, tell us about it.
Yeah, basically, they're cool people. They just a couple of extremists that did it. So they wanted more space, but they couldn't get the permits or whatever. So they just they broke.
My guy DMW Shots just did a video on this too, so go check it out.
The wall.
Yeah, man, hurry up. Keep going. This cold.
They can't get the work permits, so they go ahead and do it anyway.
That's the whole thing.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What about
y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Them bloody bears, y'all here.
You was watching me dating a white lady? Yeah, I seen the duck footage.
Hey, yo, DMW, yo, you see how they do that gorilla footage?
Yo, look, listen. Yeah. I mean, that's all good. Like, I could have walked in there. I mean, I did. I walked right in front of it. That's all good. But like I said, my whole thing was the whole conspiracies about it. All that's about is them doing work underground without proper work permits. Yep. And the thing about it is those houses was built. They're 160 years old. You know what I'm saying? And if they messing around and they not doing the proper procedures to mess with that stuff, yo, it's structural damage. Listen, the train runs by that every day.
But
up and down.
DMW though, don't most of them houses already have like tunnels from like the 1800s and shit underneath it?
Some may, but not all.
Some may, and then, like I said, some may have. But if you're doing the work, right, and if it's not being like retrofitted, which I'm sure they're not doing, I'm telling you, I know how they move, son. I grew up smack dab in the middle of them. I know how they move.
Did y'all see that?
I concur everyone to go watch DMW's video. It's very.
I know exactly how they move, man.
Hey, drop the video link in the chat, bro.
I will.
Yeah. Hey, did you
I'll
see
bring
that
it up for you. I'll play that, bro. That's a fire video.
Yo, play that shit. Hey, you seen that one news coverage where you see like 13 of them motherfuckers coming up from underneath the ground?
Yeah, like I'm saying, yeah, that's all. They got their little ways. I'm not saying that they don't have little whatever have you, but it's not about like them using them tunnels for anything other than
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Storing people.
No. I see what you're saying. Cause I ain't gonna lie though, like if they saying that they down there doing structural changes and shit, I don't know too many people who do structural changes in a blazer with the big hat on. Know what I'm saying?
Right. And even if they get somebody, they cutting corners. Like if you look at my video, where I went to when I turned the corner at Eastern Parkway, if you play the long one,
if you go down that alley, bro, it shows you all that work they've done, and you can tell it's shoddy, bro.
Yo, they've done all kind of work, all the construction, those garages not properly fitted, so they could collapse, all kind of stuff. It's all kind of.
Yo, who's this in this video that you was playing?
This is Famous Richard, bro.
That's Famous Richard. Yeah, I get that kid respect. I was going to clown him, but he knew names that I couldn't even pronounce, so I gave him respect.
He's out there, bro. But it's just him. He went into this. What happened was, it's all about finding your niche about these video views, right? So what happens is the kid's walking through, New York City, and he runs into these Jews, and he's like, "Hey, y'all built them tunnels, and them Jews didn't want to talk about it. They're like,
"Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I promise you, the way he was talking to that dude, that was on my block. I promise you, that was President Street. I promise you that was.
There is no tunnels. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about." So it led to him going to, getting all those views, and the people go down there. This dude went down there to the synagogue the first time. His views went nuts, bro. So he's just doing it again.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, it's all good, but he got in there, and I respect him for that.
He did too.
It could get ugly, but he went in there kind of respectfully. He didn't. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because they can get ugly over there if they want to. They can get ugly over there because they, like I said, they run that neighborhood.
Kid biz down there. Y'all had what else they
I
had?
was speaking for his content.
It's all not true. Oh, King David, I'm back on King David. How you feel about them hidden tunnels? No. How you feel about them hidden tunnels?
He said no.
Shabbat Lubavitch. The hidden tunnels on King David. No.
They got guards and shit.
What? You got your pipe, shorty?
This is what
you got your pipe. You can't
he came to New York.
No. Can I get your honest question, your honest opinion? On King David, man, I'm asking you a question. On Benny Day, I'm asking a question. How you feel about the hidden tunnel? You say what? They wanted to expand. They wanted to expand.
Kingston.
I didn't tell us that I'm trying to ask you a question on King David. You ducking me on Benny. Can I ask you a question? Damn. Is that the reason?
He's been there on my corner.
Sneerson, is that your Messiah? So, King David, I heard those slamming. Who was that hopping out?
Yeah,
that's on King David this way.
Yes.
My fellow Jewish man, brother. How do you feel about the Shabbat Lubavitch hitting tunnels? On King David, how do you feel about the Shabbat Lubavitch hitting tunnels?
This nigga's
you guys are not from here. My look, how do you feel about the Shabbat Lubavitch?
See,
he drove off on me. He drove off on me. Hey, Quay. Hey, come here. I ain't even gonna lie, you do Queen. Thank you. Can I get a shout out to Famous Richard?
Famous Richard?
Famous Richard.
Oh my God. Giving a big shout out to this guy right here, Famous Richard.
Before you leave, Queen, can I get a 360 on game? Okay, we outside.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold y'all little dude.
Damn, gang, that's what we on. Okay, David. He twiggy out to see it. He just mugged me out type of shit. Honest question. How do you guys feel about the Shabbat Lubavitch? Hidden tunnels.
He's switching the secret, dude.
They not ask me no question. They scared. Hey, how y'all feel about the Shabbat Lubavitch? Hidden tunnels. Shabbat Lubavitch, secret Jewish hidden tunnels. Okay, David. They said, well, y'all call me a nigga. What? You just heard them? This is a bitch ass nigga. Okay, David, y'all gonna be cool. What's up?
Yo, what's up, King David?
On King David, y'all see I'm here with two young Jewish brothers. How y'all feel about the Shabbat Lubavitch, the hidden tunnels?
I'm good. I love it. I love it.
Crazy. You know it? You've been there before?
Yes, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Oh.
Can you guys take me there?
They're close. They're close.
They're close?
Yeah, sit there.
Yeah, he right on my corner. That's wild.
But we slept there.
You slept there?
Yeah, me and him.
What? Who brought you to that tunnel?
I don't know. He brought me there. I don't know.
Does your mom and dad bring you to the tunnel?
No.
I'm the kid that y'all kicked out. Yeah, on King David, the black kid that y'all kicked out last week on video. Y'all bogus for that.
Yeah. So be ready. Be ready.
Wait, be ready for Messiah. So who are you? If Messiah is you talking about Rabbi Sneers?
Yeah, them is the rabbis.
This is the real Messiah.
So that's the reason y'all built these Jewish secret tunnels.
What?
Oh, King David, the Underground Railroad. You know what I'm talking about? That Underground Railroad.
We are on the tunnel to the redemption. Now.
To redemption. He hit him with some scriptures.
Who's you on King David? I see you. Who is you on BD? I'm on everything moving on BD. How you coming? How you coming? Where you going? Sorry. But hey, back to our interview though. How you feel about that?
I feel very, very happy that I know that very soon Messiah is on the way, and now all the.
Man, y'all heard of him, King David, Messiah on the way to the tunnel. Hey, I'm gonna take y'all to the secret tunnels on King David. We gonna go there. On BD, we go. King David. You kick me out. Why you kick me out, man? On BD, man. Why you kick me out? Do you know who I am? Why would you kick me out? Why would you kick me out? It's King David. You know who I am? Why would you kick me out? No. It's the man that kicked me out. I am a journalist from Chicago. I come with love. It's good to see you. I'm excited to see you. I come with love. Yes. I come with love.
About the name.
I love my Jewish people.
They
I love
talk
Jews.
greasy, but they ain't like violent. You know what I'm saying? They ain't a bug out unless they're physically. You know what I mean? Like if you threaten them, then trust me, it's gonna be 100,000 of them all over you.
Oh yeah.
I'm not.
But other than that, you think
Don't
you know what I'm
kiss
saying?
me. Don't kiss me like Kanye.
I don't fuck with
Don't blackball me like Kanye.
Don't blackball
I love
me
my
like
Jewish
Kanye.
people. On BD, on
This dude is wild, man.
on King David, shorty. On King David, on King David,
bro. One of them niggas was ever walking.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. You know how they come back. How do you prepare this about the secret Jewish hymn tunnels? Rabbi Messiah.
And then you hit him with the slip
On
in.
King Day, I had to come back. They kicked me out last time on King Day. They kicked me out. Y'all put about the Jewish hymn tunnels. Hey, so stop putting. Why you keep putting Rabbi Messiah? But we know who Rabbi Messiah is, man. It's near school on King Day. Why you Jewish? My brother.
This is wild, bro. Shout out to Kevin Jones, bro, with the $4.99, baby. Salute to KJ, man. Salute to Kevin, y'all.
Bro, this guy's a clown, bro. If I was me, I would have been clowning and trolling them. I would have been just going straight to them and asking them actual real
But
questions.
that's not what he does, though.
I know. Control.
That's not what he does.
On King Day.
He's in there.
Yeah.
They know all about him now.
But you're not bored already to same video over again. Richard.
Yeah, famous.
Richard.
But you're not bored to do the
Did you same video over and over again? You're getting us bored.
Supposed to be a black disciple from fucking Chicago, but you come over here on this bullshit. That make no sense. Make no
Why you mad at him?
I don't know. I hate shit like this, bro.
Ooh, okay. Bro, you just kicked me out last time, bro. On King Day, I'm not Kanye.
Trespassing, you have to leave.
Bro, I'm not Kanye, bro. On King David,
You're not a member or a student, you're allowed.
They keep picking. I'm not Kanye, bro.
You too, you're not allowed.
On King David, stop treating me like Kanye, bro. Stop treating me like Kanye, bro. Stop trying to blackball me. Y'all trying to cancel me, bro. On King David, stop. Hey,
I would have been getting it on all of them.
Oh.
I would have been getting it on with all of them. What?
Hey, what are you doing on King David?
That's investigative journalism right there, bro.
Oh, King David, man.
I work for a Jew.
We the real Jews. Black people was the real Jews,
I was
man.
working there for 3 years.
funny
And when
part of it,
COVID
that's what he's
popped
doing it
off,
for.
these motherfuckers was not walking around at all with no mask, no nothing. Just doing whatever they wanted to do. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now he pressed
King
himself.
David, you got your pipe?
Unless he got a slammer, he gonna have to shoot all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, they trying to box me
I'm
in.
telling you, I don't watch dudes telling
that's
they thinking they was gonna beat up one of them and get the life stomped out of them and get arrested.
Yep. Look, I'm gonna show you DMW.
And that's back then when they used to wear the hard shoes, the straight hard bottoms. Yeah, that's when I crossed over. My bad on the audio, peoples. I was bugging with the mic. Yeah, so we're about to be crossing over P-Way in Albany, and we heading into Parkway. So we heading into the area that I want to show you specifically, because what I'm about to show y'all is where it explains to me what it's about and what really it goes on to. And I'm going to also say some things that can be looked up, public record, that can easily be fact-checked and verified. We now in Crown Heights, right? And in Crown Heights, right, this is the Lubavitch sect of the Hasidic Jews community. It's like
Yo, DMW, I know you remember them killing chickens on the street, bro.
Yeah, that's just yeah. Listen,
on the street, cutting their neck off, killing these chickens on the street.
yeah, that joint happen every year, son. They like I said, they do whatever they want.
Out here, but in my religion, if I do that shit, let me get caught cutting a fucking chicken inside the religion store. I guarantee you, niggas will have a million things to say.
But listen, Just, you can't be mad. Just, you can't be mad. You gotta understand.
You're not thinking properly.
It's not about that. It's about the fact that they have amassed political power because from 76, my mom's bought a crib on that block. 40,000 she paid down, right? Paid for it, 40,000. From that time, right, it was 85% blacks on my block. President Street between Kingston and Albany. Now, these homes were like the mini mansions. In the 80s, once all the white Hollywood people, Broadway people started moving out and Crown Heights started to go down, the Jews said, we need to come back into Brooklyn and we need a section to take over. And they targeted Crown Heights. By doing that, from the 80s until, well, pretty much from the 80s throughout the 90s, every property that was sold in that neighborhood, it went to a Jewish family or some kind of Jewish connection. Not only that, by the time they bought up so many properties, what they were able to do was at a certain point, they could cap it. Like they could say every house from now on, we're not spending no more than 100,000, 200,000. The house could be $500,000, 600,000, whatever it is. And they made this network, whereas they could do that. You had a house, you paid it off. The book value in Crown Heights on the houses is anywhere from 850K to 1.2 million. But the way they move, you're not getting more than 600,000 for a house if they don't suck you dry and get it on the tax end, which they have done. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So they got a whole, they have amassed so much political power that they can do whatever they want in that neighborhood without no repercussions because that's how they move.
I just looked up. What is it called? What is it called? Animal sacrifice law in New York City. Animal sacrifice law is considered a misdemeanor, or you could be fined up to $1,000 penalty, or up to a year or two in jail. But then
but if you own the city council and you own, you know what I'm saying, everybody connected to that, nobody's gonna enforce it. And also you have police protection, and also you can shut a whole block down. My mom's is 77. My mom's pushing 80, son. She a nurse for New York City. One time they locked the block down and they had her arrested. They had her arrested because she wanted to come on her block.
I'm not arguing. It's just that I know certain things that be pissing me off. That it's just be
picking it's bro. In this area, they run this. You know what I'm saying? They run all of it.
Shit like that, bro. Because if my religion wanted to practice that shit and it's stuff that we into, it'll be considered devil worshiping.
No, it wouldn't, bro.
Like, come on.
Not if it's something that dates back to what your religion does. They can't stop it, Just. They don't. That's the problem with. That's why they should separate church and state. If you're not hurting another human, who gives a
fuck? It's the fact that people will look at that and be like, "Oh, it's nothing." But let somebody be inside of a closet filled with statues and then killing a chicken. It'll be a whole different story, bro.
That is a little weird.
Chicken, it doesn't matter. You're still sacrificing. But what I'm saying is that with them, they're doing it. It's okay. But if let's say if somebody in my religion was to do it, it was demonic and working with demons, and then shut the fuck up, man.
I think you're seeing it in the wrong way, brother. I really do.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
You're seeing it the wrong way, man.
Anything that goes down this neighborhood is the choice and the order comes down from up on high, from whoever's in
California. He moved to California from Cuba.
In said community. Now you see what's coming up on that building
for his shrine and stuff.
They have plans for the area.
and tried to arrest this man. They had to take the
And I
case.
guess you can see them on the wall there.
But once
That's
it
what's
goes
going
to
into that
Supreme
site
Court,
right there.
I'm
That's gonna
telling
be
you,
all
bro,
right.
there is literally laws built around helping your religion. You can be arrested, sure, but are you going to win that in court? Probably so. Especially if you've been known to follow it. It's all about what you do. Now, if you just pick up a religion and start slaying chickens in a closet with shrines and you haven't been known for doing that, then you're just slaying chickens.
No, but they were letting children do that.
If you see the picture, that's gonna be a vision
They were letting little kids
on this block,
neck wolf of the chicken outside in the street. Kids, children.
in this area. They're gonna add that.
Yeah, they do.
So, you guys so familiar with this area?
I don't know a whole lot about it, really.
Let's go up.
Yo, D Vertical, you know what I'm talking about, Vertical.
I just don't know a whole lot about the religion. I just know that if that's what the religion
So I know,
and that's been known as a religion, and it's been formed as a
this
religion.
neighborhood.
There's really not much we can
So
do.
now we're gonna enter
bro.
where I gotta tell you. This is
that's why we should
where we get to the meats and the nitty gritty and the meats and potatoes. This is the alleyway, right? Now, what happens in the synagogue? That's what 770 is, Eastern Parkway. That's what that is, the synagogue. It pretty much reflects throughout the rest of the community. So what comes down from high, that goes down. So what happens here, right? These people, when they take over properties, when they first get them, they let them sit. If they have to get money off of the properties, they rent them out. And when I say rent them, they rent them without doing no maintenance.
Mortgages. Yeah.
And
look at all this
you pay the bulk of the thing, and so when they're ready to move in,
done by code.
They don't have to worry about that.
They just ain't gonna be able to do shit about it.
Yo, Lambo Zone, why would
this shit's shoddy as fuck, bro?
See these things happens up here.
I want to answer. Why would it creep you out?
Go ahead.
No, Lambo Zone. I just have a question for him. I said, oh, that's it. I'm not coming at him or nothing like that.
It's not egregious. But what happens is they do a lot of building without work permits.
Santeria shines.
A lot of structures go up behind here, and they don't never have proper work permits. So
look at this construction, dude. It's shoddy as fuck, bro.
Say one thing. A lot of people get misconstrued with the names. They misconstrued names. Like a lot of these names be. I know how to explain it, but it's just like all these names be kind of like connected, just a different culture. They call it a different name, like in Africa.
That's what it is, bro. It's called religion.
They'll call it voodoo, but when you come to the United States, they call it something else. It's just when the slaves came over here to the United States, they brought their culture, they brought their religion. When they brought their culture and they brought their religion, they realized that they kind of like practice the same thing. It just has a different name, a different face, but they all kind of like the same thing. Like it just they had
like when you go to Brazil and you see the big Jesus statue there. It's like how did people in Brazil know that Jesus looked like that, right? Or whoever is sitting there. It's all over the world.
Yeah, that garage is beat too.
Bro, that's all shoddy work done without permits, bro.
Like here?
What's the city gonna do about it? It's already constructed.
A lot of things, but they do a lot of things that they know.
I mean, what can they do? Find them a few times? That's it. You ain't gonna take it down.
This house right here. See, my family is connected to the house next door.
Go ahead, bro.
Let me interject right quick. The Jewish religion is out of the Old Testament. So therefore, in the Old Testament, sacrifices were legal.
Yeah.
First off, when you transitioned over into Christianity now, and with Christ on the cross, you no longer are required to do sacrifices.
Yeah.
That's part of him, passing on the cross. Certain things we don't have to practice anymore. But most people are not. The Jews don't follow Christ.
But the difference with Jews, what they're doing, they'll just be killing them and just leaving them there, and blood dripping on the floor, carcasses, just littering. They were literally littering. What I'm trying to say is, with the sacrifices that people in my religion would do, with where they come from, they were
Yeah,
sacrificing for whatever that they were. I'm not here to answer that, but what I'm saying
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
they will actually eat what they sacrifice for
Nah,
the village, for the people. They won't just
I,
sacrifice it. Hey, that's it. No, they actually ate it as
nah,
supper and for a meal for the village and to feed the people after they sacrifice it. Similar to what Arabs do when they sacrifice their chicken or whatever to their goats to Allah, and then they kill it and then they eat, they serve it.
yeah, 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 yeah. But the only problem is, uh,
That's your religion, and that's their religion, and that's theirs.
Understand?
See?
those are considered major religions. Whereas even though the customs that we're talking about, voodoo, voodoo, they're old as well, but
Yeah,
they don't really have what we call a charter.
yeah. They don't
There's
have a
no
pool.
charter, right?
Yeah, there's not like
I get you.
So what I mean, it's not a
it's not a
standardized,
recognized, I guess, not formed large enough, maybe
right? It's not that I don't see. I'm, I can't really I can't really break it down how you would get like
sanctioned, or how you would call it, or whatever.
right government sanctions to certify that, okay, this is a church, bada bing.
I
So
think it has a lot of different things, like how many
God damn,
people.
son.
There's a lot of shit. It'd probably be a long thing, like you said.
I mean, I'm just looking at it from a perspective that if you go back into the Old Testament, sacrificing was done often.
Often,
They follow a doctrine that's only from the Old Testament. So it's like I was watching something the other day about the Rastafarians getting basically okay from the government to incorporate marijuana as
Yes,
as a sacrament, as
yes.
a, as, as a religious sacrament. You understand? So this is all it is. It's just how much legwork have they put in, and can
Yes.
they? Do you have the proper wording when you stand in front of these boards that's going to allow you to do these type of things? Because at the end of the day, I mean, I'd rather. I'm not really into the sacrificing, but if you're gonna do it under a religious guise and then turn around and eat the animal, I don't have no problem with that.
There are certain states that they federally legalize that, which is California, Florida. There's a
Right?
lot of states that's
Yeah.
like
Well,
Georgia, where they practice that shit heavy, and they allow it federally, like
Florida. I'm
Miami.
sorry. California is from my research. California has the largest group of witches and warlocks and
Yes,
devil worship and shit
yes.
over there. That's California.
California,
That's a fact.
Louisiana, especially Louisiana. Look at
Uh, yeah, that was considered. That was considered.
You're
You know, yeah. But yeah, that's all. That's really all I wanted to say. I don't. Yeah, it ain't cool, but people do it, and if one set of people is able to do it, then another set of people should be able to do it. You feel what I'm saying? That's just, if you're gonna say it's part of your religion and this is how you get down and you praising your God or whatever. I mean, they let Anton LaVey open a
Yo,
church called the
Spidey.
Church of Satan.
That's a
You know what
fact.
I'm saying?
Yep.
So I don't see what the big deal is.
I don't either.
To each his own. No disrespect to anybody, but we got guys out here sleeping with guys.
Never in his life, Spidey. Never in his life.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I
Never in his
don't.
life, son.
But yo,
Don't
I'm
play,
in the chat.
Spidey. I'll fuck with you, but don't say no stupid shit. Dead ass.
I'm about to park this and get in my oven whip. So
All right, appreciate you, G.
I'm in the chat, baby. All right,
Baby,
y'all.
all right, dog. Appreciate you. Working man right there. Look at him. Nah, this right here just shows you.
Oh, yeah. That was his
red
house.
door.
Yeah.
Now, a couple years ago,
there was a raid in this house.
170 cots.
Right? And that was, I want to say like 6 or 7 raids they had at the time.
Okay. Who were they housing?
They little, I guess you want to say they little disciples or, you know, converts or whoever came in. Because in the summertime, they come from all
illegally.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're illegal aliens as well.
Pretty much. Because they get to slide in while we studying, everybody, well, rightfully is studying the southern border.
Yeah.
The northern border is how they slip in. Because they can just fly up to Canada, slide through. 70 cots out of that residence. Because they were illegally storing people.
Storing people. Warehousing people.
Yeah. On the disciples. So they do a lot of things, like I said.
And you heard them kids on Famous Richard shit say they slept in them tunnels. They slept in them.
Okay, so if you remember the first reports when they said they was pulling all the cots out.
Yeah.
That immediately when I heard the cots, I said, okay, mattresses rather. I said, oh, they doing it again, but they found a slicker way because they used the synagogue as the front.
Yeah. So why don't they shut down the synagogue?
Well, it's a religious, like I said, the city council. What up, son?
Damn.
The city, they run Crown Heights. That's what I'm saying. They run Crown Heights. Point blank, simple.
He said, I'm glad, DMW. So that was Gotti's house. Why y'all trying to find out?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't I'll mess with you. That's wild, son. Yeah. And that's an original. So you ain't never seen that before. You heard?
Yeah, y'all worry about
that's a one of a kind, son. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know who.
Trolling, son. Don't play.
He might have been at Kendra crib. I think it's fucking weird that you want to go to somebody's house. That you want to go to somebody's house and then go live while you're there. Aren't you supposed to be there like visiting? Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna pull up to your house. Let's go live. I don't even like going live when I have company here. It's like, it's rude. It's rude to you. It's rude to whoever's here. It's fucking rude. What the fuck, bro?
Those structures, like those, I guarantee
good work here, though, by the way.
Records,
good fucking work.
When you look for work permits or any of that,
I fucking love this thing. See there, a lot of work isn't done with permits. It looks shoddy as shit through there, bro. It looks shoddy as shit.
Where you see the arrows, yeah, that's all. Listen, that alleyway got paved. I want to say maybe 15 years ago. Everybody that was living back in the area was putting in like $5,000, and that's how it looked. So when you see the arrows in that video where I showed the work, see from the front of the block, you can't see that work being done back there. Public records.
Yeah.
Now it might look like it's put together well, but trust me, they cut major corners.
Dude. It looks shoddy, bro. Yeah, it looks like they're just stacking shit.
Yeah, they do what they want. Yeah, but that alleyway was paved not even 15 years ago. I want to say, not even.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah,
so it was all gravel.
Yeah, pretty much, and it was. You know, it gets, they don't, for some odd reason in the city, they cannot figure out how to pave a road. I don't care what it is.
No shit. Damn,
they cannot figure it out.
They need to get some good old boys out there and start paving.
Yeah. Because it's all a racket. It's a money dump. You know what I mean? If you fix it, you can't keep pouring money into it.
That's true. Yeah. Lambo, he says, shit, Milwaukee, you want to put an extra door on your house, you got to go through hell to get a permit. Shit, there's little communities in Indianapolis where they're run by a HOA. You have to have a certain colored fence up, bro. You can't have but a black or a brown fence. It can't be over 6 foot. It's got to be a privacy. It can't be a privacy. Bro, yeah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. I mean, But a lot of this not being done with permits is dangerous, y'all. It's fucking dangerous. Like you tunneling under people's cribs and shit, bro. Get the fuck out of here. It's fucking insane. But this video gonna get taken down. Damn, I gotta take all these down.
I'm sorry for ruining y'all party. I ain't trying to ruin y'all party, okay, Dave?
Yeah, son's wild, Lord.
Journalism, we gotta huh? Okay, Dave, why you pushing? What I do? Okay, Dave, what I do? Why you? I'm saying okay. Why you over me like
Ask
that?
him if he got his pipe, bro.
You know who I am? Why y'all on that with me like that? You got your pipe on King Dave. You know who I am? You got your pipe on King Dave. On King Dave. On King Dave. I'm playing on you, shorty. On King Dave, I run with y'all. I'm playing on King David. On video, King Dave. Stop clicking on me. You got your King Dave.
Yo, AD.
Yo.
I got one of them HOAs, bro.
Do you?
Fuck yeah, bro. Dude,
what's the fence thing?
What's that?
What's the fence? What's the fence thing with your area? Is there a certain size fence you can have and color?
Or you can have a backyard dog because it's already fucking blocked up. You can't raise your blocks, your front yard, bro. If you get weeds, anything, they'll fine you, bro. If your paint's chipped and shit, they can fine you. You can't have your company vehicles in your driveway. You can't fucking, dude. They're weird.
That's crazy.
But it keeps your neighborhood clean. Is the only good thing about a HOA.
Here's the thing, too, man. A lot of those things do end up swizzling out. The longer you live there, you'll get the proper people in place that'll just make them go away. So I do see that a lot here, though. Like a big area will open up where a bunch of new houses are being built, and it's almost like a project, but it's not. It's new homes. And then they'll have an HOA over it, and then they'll keep that HOA going for 15, 20 years. And then all of a sudden, it'll fizzle out, man. You won't have one anymore.
Bro, Vegas is a mob. Shit don't fizzle out.
Keep property up. It does.
Yeah, Vegas shit don't fizzle out. That's all mob shit, bro.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what does the little hats have to do with Vegas, but I don't think they have a whole lot to do. No. It's all mob.
Yep. Mainly.
Yeah. They do got their hands in fucking California, though. They got a huge presence in New York City, though. A huge presence.
Can we see the hidden tunnels, man? Yeah, how y'all feel about the Shabbat Bridge? I came back, I'm doing my interview, and I'm not getting the answers I need. I'm not getting the answers we need. We want to know what's going on in that secret tunnel.
I'll be back.
On King David. We want to know what's going on in that secret tunnel. What's going on in that secret tunnel? On King David. Do we know what's going on in that secret tunnel? On King David.
Yo, so okay. So you see that right there? Right there is the alleyway I was just coming out of, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the corner, right down the block further. That's the alleyway that I walked through. That's the entrance that comes out that way.
That's fire.
Yeah, he's on right down. He's on the corner of President and Kingston.
Fire. He knows where to be, huh?
Yeah, that's the hub. Anywhere over there, you know. That's ain't nothing but Hasidic Jews over there. That's my block right there.
And by Hasidic Jews, you mean like old-fashioned?
The Hasidic, the traditional Orthodox, conservative, ultra-conservative Jews.
Well, they have a huge presence there in New York City, dude.
They are conservative, but they're not the ultra-conservative. The ones in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, are the ultra-conservative. They got beef. If you want to, in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got clashing ideology. So, but yeah, they're conservative. The ones in Williamsburg are the ultra-conservative.
Okay.
King, check it out, King. King, where you going, King? Check it out.
And Jewish and Amish are not to be the same.
Nah. They may resemble and have similar.
Yeah, they got resemblances, and they do
them beards and all that.
But the Amish are more Christian based.
But that's like, I guess in a sense that like the way they treat their hair, their facial hair, that's biblical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they kind of.
Yeah. The Amish is like a,
Okay,
we got a lot of Amish here. And you know what's sad, dude? I see a lot at the hospital we go to, the cancer center, because they have to
look at son, he dipping and did
This proves that even the Amish folks that live off the land, that do not have electricity, ladies and gentlemen, they get cancer too. That's a fact, because we don't have any Amish people in Indianapolis, Indiana. They all live real far from the cities, and they're fucking deep.
Nah, them ain't conservative. Them is the rich ones.
Well, no, that's the ones.
No. I was saying the Cuddy, not Cuddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're the conservative too, but they're a little bit less conservative than the ones that Crown Heights. Because they getting a little more to the money. See, the thing about it, even though I don't want to say there are tropes that Jews control money, but there is a sense that they know how to work money. Now,
they know the tax cuts, the fucking all that.
That all comes with, you know what I'm saying, the political power and, you know what I'm saying, they people working for them and all that. But when you go into, like, getting to that money, because the ones that are conservative, they're more community-based. As you move further away from the conservative and more into the secular Jews, or who are, I guess you want to classify Zionists that only use the Jewish ethnicity or whatever it is as a shield, they get more into getting that big money. So the ones in Midwood, Brooklyn, they got a nicer lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say better off, but yeah, they got bigger homes. So, you know, they're getting more to the money. I'm not gonna say they don't follow their religious beliefs, but you know, they're getting more to that bread.
Got you.
Hey, how y'all feel about the Shabbat?
Salute, James.
It's the secret hidden tunnel, the Jewish hidden tunnel.
Who are you? They're secret.
King David.
Yeah, he's pressing right on the block.
How do you feel about the secret Jewish hidden tunnel, Shabbat Lubavitch? Secret? It's not a secret. You know,
it's not a secret.
It's not a secret? What is that? What is that? The King Messiah Schneerson. Rabbi Schneerson. Yes. I'm saying though, is the reason behind these tunnels?
You got talking like that's nothing secret. Like what you that's the rabbi that he passed away. I want to say in the early 70s, but he was like their last major prophet or whatever have you. And I guess, like I said, I ain't no expert, but I guess his return marks, you know, the coming of the 100, whatever, you know, whatever they believe.
I am a journalist from Chicago.
Yeah, he has
the churches.
Own case.
Want to know?
Yeah, they got them all over. Yeah, they be having me.
You said, wow, what?
On
King Dave, you know who I am? I'm just saying, you know, on King Dave, we're just trying to get a question. What's going on in them tunnels, man? Like, why you keep putting that in my face, bro, on BD? Why you keep putting that in my face, gang? On King, I'm trying to do an interview over here, like, on BD.
Damn, J.E.
Bro, stop putting that, bro, what is you doing, gang?
That's a fact, J.E. Moneybags.
On King Dave, he touches the camera. You cool? What's wrong with him? Hello. What's wrong with him on King Dave? So my fellow brother, I remember you from that day, right? I got from the other day, right?
Yeah, King David.
This is my brother from the other day. I met you the other day, my brother. I love my brother. I love my fellow brother. Hey, King David, how do you feel about the hidden tunnels, my brother? How do you feel about the hidden tunnels, my brother? How are you? How do you feel about the hidden tunnel, the Shabbat Lubavitch? That was me. I just came from over there. You remember me? They kicked me out on King David. You remember me? Got your pipe. Don't believe. Why y'all kick me out? Why y'all kick me out? Man, on King Dave, y'all got it right here, man. They dunking it. You can't even ask them a question.
They ducking
my fellow brother, Jewish brother. How you doing today? How do you feel about the Shabbat Lubavitch? You can't even ask him a question on King Dave.
Yeah, you know what?
Brother,
Any Jewish school here. Not happening.
How you feel about the Shabbat Lubavitch? The secret hidden tunnels, my fellow brother. Can I get your honest opinion? Honest question.
The store is ran by a
Why you
Jewish
change the
girl.
question like that on King Day? The hood just want to know what y'all got.
Spending their money in Jewish stores. They're doing it how you supposed to do it. If you want
the hood just want to know that. The trenches. We watching y'all too. We know what's going on BD. What y'all got in the tunnels? Yo, shopping on King David. He dunking it. Y'all see it here. He dunking on King David.
Like I said, they know how to work that money. See, the thing with the way their system works is when a dollar comes into their community, which is into their pocket, it must generate within their community it must change hands with 5 other Jewish people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before it's spent anywhere else, as opposed to anybody else who get their paycheck and fine. You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing about it, how they was able to come together, because they get different money together, right? And they would come together, buy a property, and like I said, they would let it sit for years. Now, I don't know how that worked. I guess the taxes or whatever, they would just, pay taxes on it. I guess pay mortgages. But when they finally did rent it, they rented to somebody that was, of not good means. And they make them live there, pay the mortgages, the bulk of it, not maintain the properties. Then once that's taken care of, they put them out. Then they come do their renovations. And once the renovations start, hence where we at.
Yeah, it's all about doing it slowly, bro.
Yeah.
It's a slow.
But they know how to generate. They know how to get that money. They come together, 4 strangers, buy a property and be good. Let that thing rock and sit down and keep it pushing.
It's a fact. Y'all are fire, bro. Damn good info, bro.
But check it out. But them is some, whatever. Them is some wicked people, son. When it's all said and done, day to day, they don't respect nobody that ain't in their community.
Yeah, I see that.
You tell the hood what's going on. Because I'm a journalist from Chicago.
Killing y'all, soaking up information.
I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist. I'm half Jewish too. We the real. Do you know black people is the real Jews? You know, black people is the real Jews. In the Bible, we the real Jews too.
I got my pizza.
He had the skins of bronze and the hair of wool. He had the skin of bronze and the hair of wool.
Get him. Get him,
All of them
Richard.
keep changing the question like that on King David. Y'all
Money
see
bags,
right
how they
here
move.
reporting live from the Jewish community.
They're
On King
moving
David.
numbers.
Hey, I love Jewish people. Do not cancel me. I'm not Kanye. Do not treat me like Kanye on King David. I'm not trying to. I don't want Pete Davidson, none of my short. That shit dead on King David.
Fire, bro.
No. The Jewish tunnels. The Underground Railroad.
He said Jewish
So,
tunnels.
how do you feel about that? Huh? How do you feel about this? The Jewish tunnels.
Everything okay. Quick story. That store right there. I remember when that was that store used to be a goddamn it was a little ass room with a candy stand and a couple of items. Now it's like a supermarket now.
Damn.
It was dead as like a little corner store. Now it's a supermarket.
What about the hidden tunnels? Tell us what's going on King David. Like, what you know about the hidden tunnels?
I don't know too much. Look at your man.
What y'all know about that? Y'all gonna jump me where y'all come from on King David? You cool? On King David. How do you feel about this shit? By the way, is the hidden tunnel, the Jewish secret hidden tunnels? What was you guys hiding? The Jewish secret hidden tunnels.
There? Can I say something?
The what?
The hidden tunnels.
I don't know. I don't know about.
He don't know. He play crazy.
But they all go to the synagogue. They know
all of them.
He's crazy. Go follow. I was not paid to say that.
On King David, as y'all can see, I'm at Papa's right now. On BD.
Papa's.
I tried to get in the tunnel, folks. I tried to go see what's in that secret formula to them hidden tunnels on King David. Dude kicked me out. The same midget, the same troll. The leprechaun on King David, he kicked me out. I ain't even get to go all the way in there. I ain't going back. Nah. I might have to go back 2 more times. Cause like we gotta see what's to it. But it's like, where y'all want me to go next on BD? Anyway, y'all want me to go next on King David, I'm gonna pull up.
He's on to something here. Richard's about to change his whole content. He's on to something. Them Jews said you always put up the same video where he's asking the police for the pipe.
Yeah.
And now he's on to something. He's going to start being a little investigative journalist now.
Overseas, anyway y'all want me to go, I'm gonna turn up. We at Papa's though. I'm waiting on my food.
We at Papa's.
They need to hurry up on King David. I'm trying to eat. On BD. I done got me an 8-piece, the strawberry biscuit. If you know what you know, shorty. No, on King David, yeah, that Papa's on BD. Like Papa's biscuits. These shells ain't hot. Like grandma kitchen, we giving them bell what I keep that. Cause they always dissing. Thank you, Queen. Okay, David. Tap ass. Oh.
I like him. I like him. He's a likable character, bro.
Yeah, yeah, and like I said, he gets. I was like I said, I was making my video. I was gonna hate on him. I said, nah, he doing this thing. He getting to the content. Yeah, he doing his thing.
Yeah,
Getting views.
Likable character.
Yeah. All right, cool.
I think I thought at first it was like King David, but bro, that's his little shtick. That's a shtick.
Well, yeah, he talking about. I guess that's the founder of his little gang. So
yeah, it was getting old at first. I was like, damn, come on, bro. But that's their stick, bro, and that's what they do. They do things like that to get it to stick, and then when they're not doing it, it's like, well, that's weird. And so it just sticks.
I'm telling you, shorty. I just came from the Shabbat Luba bitch. The Shabbat Luba bitch on King David. They ain't let me in.
About it, though.
I'm gonna get in next time though. My day home, I'm going all the way in there. They bogus. The same leprechaun midget, the troll on King David. He ain't let me in there.
You ain't never getting in there, homie. You gonna always get in
there, bro.
Y'all know what's going on. Y'all subscribe, comment below. Anyway,
now
y'all
they know who you are. Know who you are.
Overseas.
They done peeped you on social media.
Yeah.
They got you now.
He's out of town. Anyway, y'all want me to go in New York, I'm gonna go there. Anyway, y'all want to go in the world, I'm gonna go there on King David. I'm a hood journalist. So it's like I'm bringing the love to y'all, I'm bringing the knowledge to y'all. So on King David, anyway, y'all want me to go, shorty, just comment.
He's telling you guys right there. He's telling you what he's getting ready to do. Mark my words. That little dude's about to do. Start going everywhere, crazy places, bro. That's good for him.
That could be his that could be his niche. Look at that.
It could work, man. It takes people.
I'm going to get him.
Find their niche on here, man.
Hey D, appreciate the hospitality, my guy.
All good, my G.
Salute to the chat box. I hope it was enlightening. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an expert, but I do know because that's where I'm from. But yeah, y'all be good. Yo, AD.
Right there. Your video alone was like, shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm out there. Go pick up my little man from basketball practice. Y'all be good.
Shit, man. You too, bro.
Peace.
What's up, Crisis Black? Crisis must have soaked up all the information. Was like, fuck this, I'm out. He's extremely lucky that he went inside that synagogue. It's off limits. Oh, they let him in like they probably did let him in, didn't they? It's untraceable. So they definitely knew what they were doing with them tunnels in the synagogue, though, right? So everybody has to go to the synagogue. So everybody knew about the tunnels. There's not one Jewish person out there that didn't know about the tunnels, guys. There can't be. That's crazy, bro. We don't got that big of a presence of them here. There's a few like little spots of them, but they're not as traditional looking as that. Maybe I think some of them changed their look. They probably do. Hold on. Damn it. All right, so they even showing the border thing here, and Australia was just telling us. AD, come to New York City on Labor Day on Eastern Parkway. You'll see everything.
While we wait to see how Joe Biden will respond to Iran, perhaps we'll get World War III. In the meantime, of course, we have to talk about civil war here in this United States. Putin ally warns Texas border battle could spark civil war in the U.S., even more destructive. I believe that Russia, China, communists, just in general, the left, this is their hope and their goal. Because the win condition for the left in the United States is civil war. That is not winning a civil war. It is starting one. I know it sounds kind of weird. Like, wait, what do you mean? The win condition for them is starting a war. What if they lose it? Doesn't matter. Once the war starts, they've gotten everything they've wanted. First, they hate this country. They hate Israel. They want the U.S. to stop funding Israel and many other countries. They want the U.S. to stop being involved in intervention in general. I don't completely disagree with anti-intervention, but it is a component of what they want. And the U.S. breaking apart or fighting in a civil war shuts down U.S. foreign policy to a great degree. It fragments it to going from world police to please help us.
That right there was way more journalism.
Beg of you, we need weapons. The other issue is that it immediately allows the suspension of all civil rights in the country. And we've already seen this. So my point, national divorce, whatever you want to call it, civil war, secession, interstate conflict, whatever, interstate conflict, it results in the left winning. And that's really just it. You know, I've had this conversation with many people who have been in favor of national divorce. That's the goal. The goal is the U.S. rips itself apart. You know, following that, it's not an argument still for or against, because there are many people who say, so what? Why? In the event of a civil war, even if it does give the left consolidated power over the federal government and the U.S. military, it still allows people who oppose them to live in their own way. That is to say that if a fight were to break out in the United States and the states formed factions, the left may get what they want in their states, but it would still create enclaves where people on the right get to live the way they want. Because the federal government would not have the capabilities of actually seizing control of every single secessionist state. It wouldn't work. Maybe slowly over time, if the battle was lost, they could go march one by one with massive power into each of these states and take control of them. But I want to talk about all of this and exactly what's going on right now at the Texas border battle. Because it's not just a Putin ally. Take a look at this from The Nation. GOP border theatrics have escalated to threats of civil war. Now, sure.
How y'all doing
I think
out
The Nation
there?
is lying. I think the left is lying. It's what they do. It's what they do. You get all these leftists who, for some reason, push the lie that I advocate for civil war. Yeah, quite literally, the whole opening of this video is me explaining why you don't want it. Why I've repeatedly stated that national divorce, peaceful divorce, balkanization, whatever you want to call it, there will be nothing but war following this. And it is the left winning. And that's, of course, why they lie. They need you to believe it is actually I or people like me who want civil war.
Scooter?
So when it happens, they can justify the suspension of your rights and weaponization and war against their perceived enemies. That is to say, when war happens, they'll say, oh no, these dangerous right-wing MAGA chud blah, blah, blah maggots, you don't want them to come in and cause harm, do you? We need to suspend rights just for a little bit. And these people will say, you know what? You're right. You're right. These people are bad. They wanted civil war the whole time. The Nation writes. It's shaping up to be a banner week in the theater of incoherent rage known as Republican border politics. To begin with, a bipartisan accord on the border enforcement that GOP leaders loudly and repeatedly stressed was the baseline condition for backing $100 billion plus funding package. Blah, 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 lies. I don't need the border deal. The bill that Biden says he needs, it allows 5,000 criminal aliens to enter the country every day. I don't see that as a deal. I see that as status quo under Joe Biden. But I digress. The GOP's desperate backpedaling on the border deal, which is, again, it's a lie. You know what? And we called this too. Joe Biden comes out and says, I got a border deal. We're going to secure the border. And then Republicans say, this is not a border deal. This is you saying 5,000 criminal aliens per day. We say no. Then Biden comes out, Republicans said no. And Democrats go, duh, why? Because they read stuff like this. Backpedaling, blah, blah, blah. Oklahoma GOP Senator James Langford succumbed to a rare moment of right-wing candor as he marveled over the heavy breathing opposition in his own party during a weekend Fox News program, blah, blah, blah. It is interesting to see Republicans 4 months ago would not give funding for Ukraine, for Israel, for our southern border, because we demanded changes in policy. A few months later, when we're finally getting to the end, they're like, oh, just kidding. I actually don't want to change in law because it's a presidential election year. That's just not true. The issue is Joe Biden has utterly failed on the border. CBP is assisting human smugglers. And where we are right now is there is no deal. The Nation also writes, Texas is spoiling for a civil war. As Governor Greg Abbott escalates his fight with the Biden administration, he is sounding a lot like an old Confederate. Oh, boy. Many Democrats treat the Empire of Texas as an alarming sideshow. The Nation is impossible to read, by the way, because they don't just tell you what's going on. Man. Stupid garbage. I don't care. That
what's up, Super Co?
I just want to stress this, too. Okay, guys. Ellie
They made fun with the ninja. Hey.
Many Democrats treat the Empire of Texas as an alarming sideshow. What idea was conveyed by telling you that? Sure, the state executes the most people in the country.
Have you seen in New York where they got the tunnels where the homeless sleep in and shit, man? Like they got tunnels under tunnels.
Does anything to tell me about what is going on?
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Texas doesn't want to leave. It wants to invade the rest of the United States and remake the country in its own Christo-fascist image. Moreover, as is typical with these states' rights types, the definition of freedom envisaged by the white guys running Texas is one where they are the only ones forever free, and they are allowed to subjugate women and people of color and blah, blah, blah. You get the point. Garbled, incoherent nonsense.
Bet.
Well, here we are.
Bet.
This is a interesting thread from James Lindsay breaking down the plan. James is, I believe he's correct on his assessment. He says, here's a fun fact. Being super frustrated about something effectively lowers your functional IQ by at least 20 points. That said, it's time to talk a bit about the terrible idea of national divorce, secession, balkanization, civil war, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna summarize, make it really quick for you. There's a few ideas to consider. First, before we get to the idea of secession or civil war, we have the big sort. Conservatives leave New York and move to Florida. Liberals leave West Virginia and go to California. And all the blue people live in the blue areas and the red people live in the red areas. That's just precursor to civil war. I've long said this. Yes, we can talk about leaving cities that I understand and going to places that are better suited, but be warned, this is geographic hyperpolarization. And so a lot of people are like, Tim says, move and get out of the cities. Yes, I have absolutely said, get out of the cities because they will destroy you. However, I don't know exactly what should be done, whether I don't have a good answer for you. Forgive me. I can't see the future. Getting out of the cities does not mean leaving your state. It doesn't necessarily mean going to Florida. And I don't know that in the end it's a good thing. And we have actually mentioned the benefits to staying in cities and pushing back. But here's how I feel right now. If you stay in these cities, they will crush you. If you get out of the cities, moving somewhat a ways, but still in the general area, you can be more successful and resist. But it only works if you do resist, speak up, organize, and challenge these machines. In the end, it may be impossible. And the only thing you can do, I suppose, is move to a red state. It feels like when I look at the math of all of this, the end result is, again, it's dominoes falling over.
Yep.
I don't know what you think you can do. The big sword is national divorce light, as James Lindsay calls it, but it's actually an idea from a book where like-minded individuals conservatives move to right-wing areas and left to the left, and then you get geographic hyperpolarization, which results in civil war. Why? The scenario I often give is Oklahoma and Colorado. Oklahoma has banned abortion. Colorado now permits it up to the point of birth. You get a scenario where a woman and a man are in a relationship. 7 months into a pregnancy,
What?
she decides this guy's actually
That's
really bad.
murder,
Her friends talk to her,
bro.
say, you are living. You cannot be with him. She's embarrassed. She's ashamed, and she doesn't like the guy anymore. And so she says, if I have a baby with him, we are stuck here forever. So she decides to get an abortion. Hey, it's her body, her choice. So the left says. The man, surprised, says she's going to kill my son. She flees to Colorado. Oklahoma says, leaving the state to commit murder is murder. Just because Colorado says it's allowed doesn't mean we allow that. And they demand her return, her extradition back to the state. You end up with budding conflict where Colorado says no. Oklahoma says, how dare you? And what happens when Oklahoma State law enforcement troopers are chasing this woman in her vehicle as she's rushing full speed to the border, knowing that if she gets caught, she's having that baby. And if she can cross that border, she can terminate the pregnancy. She makes it to the border. The car brakes. She gets out. She's running. She's 10 feet. And the police say, freeze. And she refuses. She crosses the border. Colorado law enforcement is waiting. And they put their hands up and say, stop. We're not going to allow you to take this woman.
Wow.
Maybe the woman's a resident of Colorado. Maybe she's from Colorado. Her family's there.
Colorado allows abortion up until birth?
She moves to Oklahoma. It's not too far. I don't know. It's an extreme scenario, I suppose. But it could be as simple as what we've already seen where it might have been Arkansas or Alabama. I think it was Arkansas. The governor said a woman planning to leave the state for an abortion is a conspiracy to commit a crime.
Yeah.
And she will be held legally liable. That woman can never go back to that state. Hyperpolarization. The tensions escalate until you get a bleeding Kansas type scenario. Eventually, the separation results in, let's say the woman gets the abortion. The doctor terminates the baby. And that guy drops to his knees, tears pouring from his face, screaming and...
Huh? What do you mean? Okay, well, call over to the other one.
Pounding on the ground, knowing that his child was just killed. Do you think it ends there? I've asked conservatives, do you believe abortion is murder? They say yes. They're lying. I really do think so. Or they're unwilling to say, and I get it. We've mostly ever talked about this on the members only uncensored show over at timcast.com. Support our work.
Yeah, I do tell you all this, man. His member show is fire.
Do you believe abortion is murder? The answer is
It
yes.
is easy
The
to
question
hate,
then
man.
becomes, do you believe the use of force, up to and including lethal force, is justified to prevent a murder? And of course, they believe the answer is yes. I mean, it's common self-defense law. That presents you with a serious problem. A doctor is about to perform an abortion, terminating the life of a baby that is viable outside the womb. Let's say it's 7 or 8 months. Do you believe it is justified to use force against that man to prevent this? And therein lies the impasse. I don't believe conservatives genuinely feel abortion is murder, because if it was, there'd be a lot different things happening in this country. But that's the point. And if we get to the point where geographic hyperpolarization results in 100% in Oklahoma, 100% in Colorado, no overlap, then Colorado says our neighbors next door are mass genociding babies. And if they truly believe that, why would they not say, we must stop such an atrocity? Or more importantly, like Bleeding Kansas, it is not an official government position. It is abolitionists versus abortionists. You'll have abortion abolitionists, like with Bleeding Kansas, anti-slave forces going in and just murdering slave owners. Why would you not see something similar? Moving down, he goes on to talk about, NPR talked about it in 2022, which brings us to how the post-crash economy will change the way you live and work, The Great Reset by Richard Florida, well before Klaus Schwab. After the Great Sort, there's conflict and crisis, and then a Great Reset. He says Florida outlines, the guy, the answer to the big sort is the Great Reset, which seems to outline an early draft of the plan that we'd recognize today as smart cities, 15-minute cities. That's right. In essence, by fleeing your blue state because of conservative influencers told you to, you are hastening the project and allowing communists to take over those states. Yep. And when the communists take over those states, what do? Expand their power and press upon right-wing states. That being said, James, telling someone to live in a communist state doesn't solve the problem. It just means you're telling them to suffer slowly instead of fleeing, living comfortably until the collapse. I don't have a good answer for you. I'm sorry. He says, you're not actually consolidating red team power anywhere. Non-communists don't act like communists, so power consolidation isn't a thing. This leaves red states with a constant pressure to turn internal and external or go all bad. Eventually, in other words, the path results in rupture. It'll be secession, civil war, national divorce. He's using it as a catch-all term. The U.S. becomes fractured. I'm gonna stop from there because I agree with him up to that point and say this. The end result then becomes something quite simple. As we saw in 1861, Abraham Lincoln suspended habeas corpus in a corridor stretching from D.C. up to PA. For any reason, you could be arrested, detained, charged, or detained without charge. They would just take you. They arrested, I believe it was 26 members of the Maryland legislature because Maryland was a slave state. They didn't care. The Constitution, your Bill of Rights, will be suspended immediately. That's why I say the win condition for the left is starting a civil war. It allows them to instantly, in these blue states, just consolidate all power in an instant. Uniparty rule under the threat of civil war. They'll say neo-Confederate. They'll say racists and white supremacists that they've already been doing.
Yep.
And I don't have any good answers for you.
What?
Civil War is truly fascinating because, as most of you know, I've already talked quite a bit about it. And I'm not like a historian or anything. I've just read a few academic papers and read the history on it lightly. Great stories. Fort Sumter, the start of Civil War. Despite the fact that we say it started there, after this, the next battle, the Battle of Bull Run, the first Battle of Bull Run, people did not believe a civil war could happen, even though we say they were already in it. And so they picnicked on the hillside as the war started and people's guts were ripped from their bellies and bloody massacre. The Union forces fled back to D.C. and the Confederates cheered their victory. Everybody was surprised at how bloody the battle was. The Confederates got serious, but not serious enough. They decided not to march on D.C. For anybody who knows, Manassas is fairly close. They said, that proved our point. We are done. Abraham Lincoln then immediately said, to arms. And the South was crushed. It's a long story short, but basically the North invaded the South and began to say, you did not secede, you cannot secede, and we will quash this rebellion. After being invaded, the Confederates, they did not have the same support, the same weaponry or industry, nor the resources. Ultimately, what ends up happening is the South is being defeated, and then at some point they decide we need to actually invade the North to show them what the cost will be to this war. Gettysburg, utter failure. The North had better communications, better weapons, and there's a lot of stuff, in the nooks and crannies of history that I'm not going to get into to simplify things. But that was it. Man, it's crazy. Gettysburg is not far from here. And you go there and you can see the hills, and they talk about all the men that were marching, and it was tens of thousands or 100,000. It was nuts. And, the South needed food and resources. We're hoping by stealing supplies and seizing territory in the North, they could stop the North. Too little, too late, I'm afraid. They ended up losing. Sherman's March to the Sea. Talk about psychotic and brutal and evil. But that's war, baby.
That's war.
Sherman was burning farms. Civilians were being killed as he marched and just scorched earth everything. Punishment, but also strategy. Prevent their ability to ever rebuild. And then, of course, Reconstruction. Texas secedes. The federal government says, active state of rebellion. Several states then start lining up next to Texas, as already done. And the federal government goes in and immediately seizes control from the Republican governors. Does it even get to the point of civil war? Or does the federal government just go in and say, you now report directly to us. We are federalizing the state government because of insurrection. Declare insurrection, move in with National Guard, maybe war, maybe just a suspension of all of your civil rights. No more free speech. Hate speech is banned. No more internet. No more jobs. Central bank digital currencies in an instant. So what's the answer? I don't have one for you. Good luck. That's my answer. Because as James Lindsay pointed out, communists consolidate power and the post-liberals and the conservatives don't. So there, I don't know what you do. I think the win condition for us right now, electing Donald Trump. I hate to say it, but that too could just result in them pushing for civil war. And they may be lining things up right now for, in the event that Donald Trump wins, they use that as justification for them seceding and launching civil war. And the same game is played. But for the leftists,
good point.
They'd be happy to see this country burn to the ground because they hate it as it is. And
I
they'll
said
align
that,
with
didn't
whatever
I?
establishment forces.
Hey, Jack Frost. One of my told you so moments. There's people in this fucking country, and by in this country, I mean in our government, that want to watch us burn, bro.
To trigger a civil war.
And they don't mind because they can
Civil War
leave.
gives them
They
carte
can live
blanche.
anywhere. And they can
They'll
go
do
anywhere
whatever
they
they
want. They can take their
whenever
families
they
and
want.
move. But they
don't
want to
have no
watch this
rights.
bitch burn.
The news media in these states will say things like the far right threat, the terror threat, the white supremacist threat, the neo-Confederates, et cetera, et cetera. And what can you do? I hope you've asked yourself some of these important questions about what happens in an event something like this does take place. We're in West Virginia. For proximity reasons, West Virginia will likely not be in one of these rebelling states. It's too close to D.C. What does that mean for commentary outlets like ours? You know, we had someone call into the members only show and say, yeah, but the people who train in the National Guard, they're friends with each other from these other states. If it really went to civil war, they would disable area codes. You take your phone, you dial a Georgia area code, phone doesn't work. Can't make the call. Not only that, they would say these kinds of communications are treasonous, acts of sedition for National Guardsmen. They wouldn't let you communicate. It would be interesting how X would operate in Facebook. I'd imagine they'd start cutting off these states and shutting down the internet. The challenge would be financial infrastructure. If a civil war were to happen, does the state have the means to facilitate an economy outside of the federal government, the SWIFT payment system, Visa, MasterCard? I don't think so. So if whoever controls the flow of money will shut them down in 2 seconds. That's why the Confederates made their own money. And then, we're trying to promise that, hey, let us win. Help us out. They would go to foreign countries and say, give us weapons. The Union blockaded the South in the water, the Navy, so they couldn't get supplies. It's one of the reasons they lost. The Navy would play a major role in shutting down any, rebellious state. I got to tell you, man,
this ain't ugly.
Prospects are not
Thank you.
great.
I mean,
but Donald Trump winning does give him legitimacy, control over the federal government, which would make it much more difficult. So, first step right now, nobody should be advocating for civil war, national divorce. It would not work out the way they think. We should be advocating for voting. I know. And everyone says, bleh.
What did I say? Vote.
You have to do it this way. You vote, you get your friends to vote, you register as many voters as possible, you elect Donald Trump, and you seize the legitimate claim to the authority in federal government. And we hope that Trump can clean things up. And in the event the left tries to secede, Trump can invoke the Insurrection Act and shut them down.
That's a fact.
See. Next segment's coming up at 6 p.m. on this channel. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all then.
Good shit, bro. Good shit. Very good points, man. Very good points, man. I say it over here too, man. You got to vote. Tell people to vote. Get people to vote. And I mean, you got to tell people you voted too. That way everyone knows you voted. Tell people you voted. Because we need to know that everybody voted. Oh, you voted for Trump? Oh, he voted for Trump. Well, how did he fucking win? Everybody I know voted for Trump. Well, who did? We got to make it known. You have to tell people, bro.
JLR investigates. All right, so out front of Shelby Park in Eagle Pass, reporting down here at Ground Zero, and I'm going to share some new information.
There's going to be a bunch of trucks showing up there soon, buddy.
This individual here,
whole shit ton of them.
video, just confronted National Guard out here, demanding they withdraw their weapons, demanding that they get rid of the razor wire, demanding they leave, demanding that they have access to the park. She also claims this weekend there's going to be buses of protesters outside.
Oh, there is.
Got a large media presence that is now out here, and a lot of curiosity people
Did you hear that though?
have been coming in the last few hours.
Did you hear me? There's going to be crazy shit going on down there. So all the people that are going down there to do wrong, stay the fuck away. Did you hear that? They're bringing in buses of protesters. Protesters, they're bringing in buses. They're not coming there on their own. They're being bussed in.
Hours. Also seen a lot of people stop by. More journalists are here. At the same time, convoy is supposed to come out here.
Yep.
This weekend. Will there be clashes out here? Will there be clashes out here?
Yep.
How are we at our reception, folks?
Let's go.
But that is some interesting. Yeah, I'm live right now. Out front of Shelby Park, but it looks like there's going to be some action this weekend. There's also rumor that Governor Abbott is coming, but I don't know when. But it's starting to become like a tourist attraction out here in this particular area.
These men know what they need to do.
I think tensions are starting to rise, and everyone knows that all eyes are going to be on Eagle Pass this weekend, only because one of the convoy has been getting a lot of attention. I know nothing about the convoy, but people talk about it. That's all people talk about, is a convoy.
I've heard, just by me watching, I have heard that there isn't that really many truckers in this convoy yet. Just people. That man come out there with the weapon, bro.
So
when they're outside the gate now.
She confronted. I don't know. She's some organization, a local. She's a local. She just confronted people pretty hard. Now we got something here that says "God we trust." God we trust. But yeah, they. Now we have more media out there. We have more media taking pictures. We got media here. We got media over there. It's starting to become I would start to say, tourist attraction. In the last couple hours, and I was filming. In the last couple hours, I've seen numerous. She's giving interviews now. And I already interviewed her, so I'll be posting what she said to me very, very soon. Also seen numerous people come this is starting to become also a tourist attraction for curiosity seekers, right? They're coming and their friends are taking selfies and pictures in front of the Humvee, the National Guard. They're coming over, they're talking. One of the local residents, forget his name, he's taking me around. He was just here earlier. He's coming out this weekend here barbecue. They're gonna have, I guess, make tacos and barbecue out here on the lawn right here.
Yeah, there's a big convoy coming,
I think there's going to be some really big stuff happening out of here this weekend, as far as different, maybe factions of people, different belief systems. People who are for this and people who are against this, or people that are on the fence. That gentleman right there, I don't know his name right there. He's very kind. He's a local. He's been taking me around. All over the place.
Yeah, it's great. It's stupid.
So I extended.
It is. It's getting ready to get crazy over there, bro. I'm just telling you. So and what we need to do is raise the awareness that whoever's going out there to protest, be careful, man. They'll call you an insurrectionist.
You're going to get up to date. You're going to get in-depth coverage. You're going to get boots on the ground. You're going to get some live streaming all around this area. Got somebody here that just came here from Colorado. We got Colorado plates. There's a lot of out-of-state plates that are coming here. I see Minnesota. Look, we got Colorado. You got people. coming. just keep them coming. And this will be interesting. This will be interesting. You know, it's and also I'd like to also share that more razor wire has arrived. And I filmed it about an hour ago.
More razor wire.
Not the fencing, because we've seen the fencing. The fencing came earlier today, but more that razor wire or whatever the wire people call it, different types of barbed wire. It came in a trailer. A rack of it has come. So a lot of rumors and speculations that they're expanding operations. Can I talk to you? You want to talk? No. Okay. Well, I said one of the local residents is having a nice barbecue out here. Right? Tomorrow. You're coming tomorrow.
Only tomorrow.
Coming tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm YouTube live right now. See the woman right there?
Yeah.
She just you know her? She just confronted National Guard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and said she wants them to take their guns down. She demands the wire down. She also said protesters are coming.
She has a lot to do.
She does? So they are coming. Interesting.
Damn.
Interesting. Oh, so she does like active stuff like that. Interesting.
They're going to be going down there, fellas. AD on the news early, y'all.
And you know what was interesting though, with when the National Guard went, the woman there was confronting them. I can say the National Guard has a lot of patience and tolerance because they were like cool as cucumbers. Like they were just like, "Ma'am, how can we help you?" And it was interesting. And they were just like, "I'll refer you to the PIO," but they were just cool, calm, and collected, man, despite them being more or less berated. It was very interesting. It was a very interesting sight. Huge chopper above. What's going to happen here, folks? Are they expanding operations? Will there be a showdown? Will there be a showdown?
Shout out to the people, bro.
And by the way, she said, I want you to disarm. And they said, I'm sorry, man, we cannot. We are on duty. We have standby orders by the governor.
Disarm. Yeah, that's not going to happen, lady. Who the fuck you think you are? I want you to disarm. Bitch, I want you to get off our property. We took this over right now. Bitch, now what? You wasn't down here when all the illegals were crossing over, were you? Fuck no, you weren't. Fuck out of here, man. I hate these Karen-ass women. Nah, a real woman be like, shut that shit down.
Share this video. We're seeing this in real time, a real military operation. Going on before our eyes.
Automatic number.
There's going to be a lot of people here this weekend.
Yeah. You can bet your ass on that one, buddy. Let's go check in on that.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott refusing to give up control of the Texas border to federal officials, saying the state will not give federal agents full access to Shelby Park today. That ignores a deadline set by the Biden administration, which is today. Instead, Abbott is installing more razor wire following a Supreme Court order allowing federal agents to start removing it. Texas now receiving support from 25 Republican governors, all backing Governor Abbott's border actions, blaming the Biden administration for the crisis. Former President Trump wants to take it one step further. He's now encouraging these states to deploy their National Guard troops to Texas to prevent illegal crossings. Trump's vowing that if he becomes president again, he's going to work with Abbott to seal the border, writing, quote, Biden says let in those should not get comfortable because they will be going home. I want to bring in Texas Congressman Lieutenant Colonel Keith Self. Congressman, good morning. Governor Kristi Noem already saying, yes, I would send National Guard troops. Is that something that you think that Texas is open to? And is that a move that needs to be made now?
Well, that will be up to Governor Abbott. But I think the border has now reached the boiling point that you now see governors getting involved. We have a trucker convoy coming down to the border. The American people are going to have to get involved. I'm delighted to see 25 governors support Governor Abbott. And yeah, I think we're going to have to be aware that the president can federalize the National Guard, but it would be much harder if 25 governors sent their National Guard troops to the border to support Texas.
That's ugly there.
Has been asked about this, and of course she's defending her boss, President Biden, but her response is always interesting. It still seems to be a gaslighting type of response from her. The border is secure. We're working on the border. Secretary Mayorkas, we're very aware of the issues down there, but their goal is to process migrants, not to stop the flow of migrants across the border.
Cheryl, I was on the border just 3 weeks ago, and that's exactly what the Border Patrol is doing. They have 72 hours to process the illegal immigrants, turn them over to ICE or a nonprofit to move them into the interior of the United States. They are not there to stop the invasion. And that's perfectly clear to anyone that's been on the border, anyone that sees the videos. At one point during the tsunami of probably a month ago, there were no Border Patrol agents actually in the field. They were all in the office processing paperwork during that tsunami.
Let's talk about this trucker convoy. You brought this up just a moment ago. So this is called Take Our Border Back. It kicks off Monday. So you've got multiple starts. You've got trucks leaving from Virginia Beach that are going to go through Texas, Arizona, California. On the website, it describes the event as a peaceful assembly, encouraging all freedom-loving and law-abiding Americans to attend. I saw that you posted on X to raise awareness about that. You obviously just mentioned it a moment ago. I understand that you're going to be speaking once they get to Eagle Pass. I also see that it's going to go through Yuma. It's going to go San Ysidro, California as well. 700,000 vehicles. That's the prediction here. How do you keep that peaceful and on track? That's a lot of trucks.
Well, the people that have organized this are the same people that went from California to D.C. with the truckers. I understand we're going to be joined by Canadian truckers. So these people are committed to a peaceful demonstration that we've had enough. The American people have had enough. We're demanding that the Biden administration do its job, enforce the laws on the books, and secure our border. 8 million people during the Biden administration. That's more than the population of Ohio. This is the time for us to rise up as the American people and demand that our president do his job.
Well, I hope, again, I do hope that envoy is peaceful and organized and doesn't kind of, you worry about large movement.
Oh, news. My dumb ass kicks us all. Wait a minute. I kick us all. I kicked us all. Fuck it. The fuck is this? They are live camera feeding this everywhere, y'all. This is crazy.
As tensions escalate between the federal government and Texas over how to handle the influx of migrants at the U.S.-Mexico border, this week, a group of self-proclaimed patriots is planning a peaceful rally in what organizers are calling the Take Our Border Back convoy. According to its website, the convoy have called themselves God's Army and are calling on active and retired law enforcement, military, veterans, elected officials, and other law-abiding, freedom-loving Americans to join the cause.
These people are committed to a peaceful demonstration that we've had enough. The American people have had enough.
Last week on Fox Business, Republican Congressman Keith Self of Texas said he supports the group, which plans to leave Monday from Virginia Beach and head south to Jacksonville, Florida, before making several stops along the border. On February 3rd, the group plans to split up for 3 separate rallies in Eagle Pass, Texas, Yuma, Arizona, and San Ysidro, California. Convoy leaders telling Vice News they want to, quote, shed light on the obvious dangers posed by wide-open southern borders. It comes amid a feud between Texas Governor Greg Abbott and the Biden White House over border enforcement measures.
It's unfortunate that there is a governor in Texas, Governor Abbott, who has politicized this issue of what's happening on the border. And it's not making people's lives safer. It's actually making it harder for law enforcement at the border to do their job.
Over the weekend,
What?
Governor Abbott vowing the fight is not over after the Supreme Court voted 5-4 last week in favor of the federal government's power to remove razor wire installed at Abbott's direction along stretches of the border in Texas. Former President Donald Trump over the weekend in Las Vegas commenting on the situation.
When I'm president, instead of trying to send Texas a restraining order, I will send them reinforcements.
There you
Texas
go.
is now receiving support from Republican governors of 25 states. Trump calling for those governors to take it one step further and send their National Guard troops to Texas in support of Governor Abbott's efforts to secure the border. Mara Sirianni, Scripps News.
Well, Thaddeus Cleveland is the sheriff in Terrell County, Texas, also a former Border Patrol agent, and is joining us now for more perspective on what is happening there at the borders. D.C. perhaps is poised to take some fairly dramatic action here. Appreciate your time, sir. Thanks for being with us here on Morning Rush. I'm curious, in broad strokes, for folks who don't live in Texas or Arizona or California.
Woohoo, the border shit's up, y'all. Telling you. This border shit is up.
It's 11:16 a.m.
Jesus Christ. Internet is crazy, bro. I ain't talking about shit, yo. Holy shit.
Elon, obviously, we walked Auschwitz. I said I hadn't been there before either. First of all, just wanted to get your thoughts on what it was like to walk Auschwitz and Birkenau today.
Well, it was incredibly moving and deeply sad and tragic that humans could do this to other humans. It's good to have the memorial, as the plaque says, so that it never happens again. No, I mean, I'm a student of history, so I'd seen the pictures, I'd seen the videos, but it's not quite. It hits you much more in the heart when you see it in person. I'm still
talking about what
frankly,
happened in Israel.
Magnitude of the tragedy that I witnessed was the place where the tragedy occurred. But I think it'll take a few days to sink in, frankly.
Have you been to Gaza?
And as was
Come on,
mentioned,
guys.
if there'd been social media, I think it wouldn't have been impossible to hide. If there's been freedom of speech as well, so. One of the first things the Nazis did when they came in is they shut down all the press and any means of conveying information. So it's worth noting in the United States, the First Amendment in the United States was freedom of speech, because the people that came to the United States from other countries did not have freedom of speech. That if they had said something, they could be imprisoned or killed. And that's why the first correction to the Constitution was the ability to say what you want to say and not be thrown in prison or killed.
Yeah, Elon is obviously the CEO of X, which is the largest news service on the internet, the place where a huge number of people, including me, get the news. You've been committed since you took over to a much broader perception of free speech on the outlet. And that's led to a lot of criticisms about suggestions of rising anti-Semitism on the outlet as well. I can say for my own part that the broadening of speech on Twitter, I think has been, and on X, has been an excellent thing. One of the things that I was able to do, for example, in the aftermath of October 7th was actually put out full footage and pictures of what exactly was happening.
You can see what's really happening,
so
and the true horror. The true horror is something people need to be able to see if they want to see it.
And the community notes feature has allowed for people to, even when things that are false are put up that used to maybe pass in real time, now you can correct all of that. Yep. How do you balance the necessity for free speech with all these critiques about, what is hate speech, what is anti-Semitism, and how do you balance that?
Well, the general bias of the platform is in favor of free speech. And I think at the end of the day, free speech wins in that if somebody says something that's false, especially on our platform, you can then reply to it with the correction. And then I'm a huge fan of community notes. We've put maximum resources and attention behind community notes. So if somebody tries to push a falsehood like Holocaust denial or something like that, they can immediately be corrected.
That's a fact.
And you can't get rid of the tag. It's like stuck on you. So I think it's
push that false shit over
and
there.
the overarching goal for the X platform is to be the best source of truth.
News pusher. Now we see why
world.
BBN is only on YouTube. He's not. Yeah, man.
Now one can. It's difficult to get to perfect truth, and sometimes people have different interpretations of truth. But one can always aspire to be as accurate as possible and to minimize the error between what is being said and reality. Relentless pursuit of the truth is the goal with X, and allowing people to say what they want to say, even if it's controversial, provided that it does not break the law. I think that's the right thing to do.
And setting the new standard for the town square, as I say, has allowed for more speech and more availability of information than ever before, certainly on the platform. You recently didn't just go here. Obviously, after October 7th, you went to Israel and you saw the wages of horrific anti-Semitism in the various kibbutzim and moshavim.
I saw all the videos. I saw a lot of video. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was shocking to see. I think maybe the most shocking thing was to see the delight in killing innocent people, like the delight in killing kids and defenseless women and men, and there was no remorse. Quite the opposite.
Hey man, I might watch this later on. I'm gonna get up off here. I appreciate y'all for pulling up on me, man. Yeah, y'all have a beautiful one. Elon building everything. Everything. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all after a while, man. Appreciate y'all.